We are.
Alright. Okay, so I want to take a stab in the dark because Tyler isn't here. The sword's gonna take over again.
No, I was just gonna have him run and hide. He says, I keep tracking that tiger man. I'm gonna go hide on the boat so you guys can solve the mystery. And he just takes off.
Hey, hiding's my job.
And then you're standing there with the dude.
Oh yeah, we still have.
Wait, no, I thought he
No.
No, it's right.
He came back, and just as you were making plans to accost him, the ogres accosted you.
Right. Okay.
And you just beat up the ogres, and the Rakshasa disappeared again. Probably another plane shift. Nobody was actually looking at him when you did it, though, but you assume that's what happened.
Alright. So based off of that, then, I believe I was going to try and use detect thoughts to try and see if we can ascertain where the hell the Jamook is hiding.
Actually, you did that before, and it wasn't real effective because mostly it just thinks about getting drunk and telling lies. So he wasn't really thinking about that sort of thing.
He's living the good life.
So maybe it would just be better to just ask him questions, and then you might back it up with the detect thoughts if he gets defensive. But just reading his thoughts didn't work at all. There weren't very many. What's his name?
That's the whole point of casting detect thoughts while we were asking questions.
Carl Newsmith.
Trip him up was the hope.
Right.
Yeah.
Carl
Yes,
Newsmith.
Huh?
Carl Newsmith.
Yeah, Carl Newsmith, yeah.
Anyway, a bunch of guards show up though, because there's a terrible mess. And Carl just keeps saying, yeah, it was another assassination attempt. My buddies here came to my rescue. They saved my life. They're my best friends. And he looks around and he goes, even the big hippo one, he's like the best. And he's like, and that's why I'm buying them all a drink. And he goes and sits down at his table and says, bartender, keep them flowing for my new buddies here. And the guards all just like nod their heads and they say, we're going to go ahead and bill you for the cleanup. And he's like, yeah, standard, go ahead. Yeah, just send the bills over to the warehouse, they'll handle them.
Okay.
That was good. We didn't have to do much explaining at all.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's convenient. That works.
Okay, alright, Inara, your bard stuff's really gonna be the one to be going in handy here so we can get him.
I shall inspire you.
So we can start getting talking.
Oh, you want me to inspire him?
No, not inspire him, let's see.
Wants me to do something.
Let's see the skills right here.
It's gotta be on the character sheet, right?
Trying to figure out what's going to work best on this guy. I'm trying to remember what we did the last time to get him talking.
Well, I ended with him in a headlock and his head popping.
And disappearing. Well, maybe he's a little buttered up now that we quote unquote saved his life. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier to get information out of him.
Where are we trying to get out of him?
Where his body goes
We find out
when he
where he
poofs.
is, because that's how
Oh, is this the Rosh Hashanah dude?
No, it's Carl Newsmith, the guy you're supposed to kill.
This guy we're supposed to kill, and he's interdimensional.
Yep.
So we want him to tell us where his body is going.
Right.
Or where his body is.
Well, why would he tell us this?
Well, I'm hopeful
That's
we're
what
able
the
to trick him
detect thoughts was
to
for.
reveal
If you
his
were trying to.
location.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of motivation to inspire him to tell me this.
We can't kill him unless we know.
He doesn't know we're there for nefarious reasons.
No, no. You met him yesterday, and you were drinking with him, and there was an accident. But he's used to that. And he came back today, and then you saved him from the ogres.
Does he know I'm a companion?
Probably. Remember, he's been to
Oh yeah. Okay, where we are.
Ultima. Isn't it what's it called? Ultima?
Ultima.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then, in fact, that's why he got in trouble, right? Because of the
Oh, that's
non-disclosure
right.
agreement.
He
On
violated the
What stays on Ultima?
He don't trust me. I already tried to poison him.
The NDR.
Did you try to poison him?
No, NDA. He violated the NDA.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried to, but he caught wind of it.
Yeah, in the middle of the fight.
Poured drow poison in the alcohol and was going to give it to him, but he saw it.
I poured the drow poison into his drink and handed it to him, and he didn't.
He figured out that there was something wrong with the drink.
Yeah. So why would he trust me?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I need to inspire you to get him to talk.
Well, persuasion is one of my skills.
That might be a wise thing. Why don't I inspire you to persuade him to take us back to where his body is?
Okay.
What's your persuasion?
My persuasion, I got a +7 persuasion.
Oh, I have a +13. Maybe I can.
And I can always aid you.
Hey, Carl!
And cast guidance.
Have you ever had a companion massage?
And he says, yeah, I have. I'm not supposed to talk about it, though.
Oh, no, don't talk about it.
Yes, yeah, I've been to Ultima a couple of times.
Yeah.
But Marjorie gets in a pissy because it costs a lot of money. You know, that's the old hack over at the warehouse. She does all the books.
Oh, right, the warehouse. I remember that now. I feel like I've time jumped way back. So,
It's carpet day.
I was thinking you and
Should have just stopped in the middle of the fight. Would have been easier.
I was thinking you and I could, maybe we could get together physically for a massage.
All right, that sounds great.
Why don't you let me know where your body is and and do it.
He's like, my body. This is it, lady. This is all you get.
I'm so confused. If he's in front of me, why am I not just killing him?
Because he poofs away.
No.
Because he's not here.
He's not actually. I mean, he's
here, but he's been summoned. He disappears like a summoned creature.
We need to figure out where the original quote-unquote body is.
So,
His native plane, as it were.
Take me back to your place.
my massages are best done in your native plane.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Not persuasion?
No.
I can aid you on investigation if you have
So,
if you
do it with advantage.
Investigation.
Okay. I got a natural 20.
Yeah, plus a whole bunch, I imagine.
Yeah. Investigation, I have 5. So
25. Yeah, you notice that he gets really uncomfortable when you mention massage in his native plane.
Who is that?
Because he wouldn't be comfortable there with the massage.
Do you want to be comfortable getting a massage in your native plane?
No. Those guys are mean to me, really. I mean, I don't like it there.
Okay. Excuse me.
That's rather cryptic.
Well, take me there and I'll beat their asses.
Yeah, you did see what we can do. You did see what we did to the ogres. And do that.
No one should be mean to you, Carl.
Well, yeah, except that's how I avoid accidents. And he does air quotes with accidents. So I mean, it's kind of a necessary thing, but they're not nice to me. I don't like to hang out there at all.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to go there and kick some ass.
Who are they? Who are they?
Just my mom made this deal with these mean old orcs, and there's Cork and Pork, and then there's all these gladiator boys, and they got stupid names like Stardust and Fright Night.
Pork, Stardust, Fright Night.
Sounds like we have some asses to kick.
Yeah, I think we got some asses to kick. You need to take us there, Carl.
Well, no, no, I mean it wouldn't be good there because I need Cork and Pork to bring me back, after an accident.
So Cork and Pork are the summoning orcs?
Yeah, these two big orc shaman guys. They do all kinds of magic.
Orc shamans.
And basically, I can't get out until they let me out. And they always let me out at like 6 a.m. But if I have an accident early in the day, then I gotta hang out there with all these burly, beefy orc fighter guys. And they're mean to me. They never hurt me or anything. They just make fun of me.
Oh, I understand that entirely. I said, being a goblin, it happens.
I don't want to kick their ass. No one should be mean to Carl.
We don't have to kill him. We could just beat him up and tell him to stop making fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
How about I persuade them to like you?
Well, I'm not even sure how you get there, correct? Because, basically I get there by, dying. And then I get out when Pork or Cork brings me out.
Well, that begs the question. Well, why do they get you out?
I pay them. It's a monthly fee. My mom set the contract up basically when I was born.
Contracts. I got an odd question for you. A couple odd questions here for you, Carl. This contract. Have you ever seen it?
No, I don't mess around with that kind of stuff. And like I said, it was from before I was born. I'm sure Marjorie knows about it, but she's the bean counter.
Okay.
She pays all my bills.
And where's your mom now?
Oh, my mom's long gone. Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the assassins got my mom. And my dad. Well, my dad first, and then mom was running things.
Like the ultimate assassins?
Are
No.
these assassins all the same? That the ones that killed your mother and your father?
Oh, I don't know.
Just random assassins.
Or are they
I didn't
just
see him.
a dodgy assassin? Like what killed my family.
But, I was pretty young then. I was a teenager when they got my mom.
Where were you when they got your mom?
I think I was riding horses or playing in the forest.
What plane?
Oh, just outside town here.
Oh, okay. And so they got you and kidnapped your mom and she made a deal and gave them you?
What? What? My mom made a deal with the
Everybody at
orcs.
the table,
But the
except
orcs.
for Nara, all look at her and go, what?
What? Yeah. Even even one of his folks who just comes over to listen to his stories long enough to get a drink, standing there going, "What?" I hope he brings my beer soon. My mom had to deal with the orcs, and I pay the orcs, but they didn't kill my mom.
So where's your mom?
She's dead, woman. I don't know. Do I look like an investigator?
So have you ever seen your mother's body?
Yeah.
The dead one?
There was a big funeral and everything.
But you saw the body.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
Not just the box.
I can show you where she's buried.
Okay. So.
Right next to my dad.
Okay. So Marjorie, the bean counter, she has a copy of this contract?
I suppose. Sure. Yeah. She complains all the time when I have my accidents. There's an additional fee, and she constantly berates me. But I don't listen to anything she says. Her job is to pay my bills.
Okay. So you don't know the details of this contract. You just know that there's a fee involved to the orcs to bring you back.
Yeah, there's
What
a monthly
happens
fee.
if he doesn't get paid?
There's, I don't know. I mean, I have enough money, and Marjorie always pays them. So,
Okay, telepathically say we need to kill Marjorie.
Okay, no, I wasn't thinking that at all.
I was. The bills don't get paid, and he
What's
is.
your alignment again? What's Cesar's alignment again?
I mean, what's the
I am
what's
lawful
the fee?
neutral.
How much fee do we have to pay? Like, what's the fee?
oh, I don't know. You'd have to talk to Marjorie about that sort of thing.
Okay, so now we're coming back to my original.
But I complained to Cork once. I said, Marjorie says it costs too much. And he said, the security is worth it. And you tell that bean counter to shut her hole. Because he's an orc, and that's how they talk. They talk to me like that, too.
That's precisely how orcs talk. Again, I know from experience myself. Okay, yeah, that's just something that's a dangerous thing for me to suggest. I'm going to suggest it.
Alright,
Silent, I think you and I need to go talk with Marjorie
Mm-hmm.
while Nara stays here and continues to lubricates Mr. Carl up here with alcohol.
Go give him his massage.
Can't massage him on this plane.
And Nara, I'm going to request that you inspire me, please.
Here.
Is that a D8 still?
D8 inspiration. Yeah.
Dude.
We're playing D&D on the boat, too. Wow. Yeah.
That's fun.
What else are you going to do on both?
Yeah. And like a 4-day campaign. It's fun.
Okay, Silent, do you have persuasion?
We just
on
want to do
your,
scrolls.
skills?
Did you
Just,
DM her?
Persuasion, I do not, but I do have deception.
The LDS guy did.
I don't have deception. Alright then, looks like it's gonna have to be me on the persuasion portion. Might have to have you do something on deception. What's proficiency bonus on deception right now?
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the inspiration. I'm gonna guidance myself. And then if we need you to do any deception, that's all you, buddy.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So before
Agents freely
we do the
insane.
dumb thing and split the party.
I know what. That's okay.
Hey, Brock. When you're talking to Jeremy, point to the other side. And when you're talking to Ryan, point to your coffin side.
Yeah, look to the right when you talk to Jeremy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on that side.
So I am. Let's say this is.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
Jeremy.
Yeah, that's Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm straight across
Okay.
from you.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
That's better.
There.
And I'm straight across from you. Don't look right into the camera when you look talk to me. So much better.
Well, okay. Jeremy.
What you got?
All right. So again, before I do the insane thing, and suggest we split the party. Look, fucking lost what I was gonna say.
Right.
Oh shit! Give me a second. Okay. Go there. The idea. Okay. So the idea that I'm wanting to try and pull off here, with help from Jeremy, Ryan, is
Very well done.
hopes of us actually seeing the contract.
Okay.
That's my big hope. Is the hope we actually see the contract. 'Cause I want to know what this contract is all about. Because it just seems.
Excuse me.
There's a lot of information that we're not getting. That contract would answer a lot of the questions, I feel.
If we can find out where it's at, possibly.
Well,
Yeah.
that's also part of why I want to do persuasion. Is why I asked for the inspiration, and I'll also be guidancing myself when I do this. It's the hopes that I can convince you. One, just bring up the contract itself. Because if we have the contract, I can see it's, again, pretty much all the questions that we have for Carl will probably be answered in that contract based on how he's talking. So, if anybody can think of any better around this, I'm open to hearing this, because splitting parties is always a bad idea. We've somehow managed to luck out, or in some cases, not so luck out. Right now, we're not going to get anything more out of Carl Newsmith. Carl Newsmith. Long dead. Long dead.
Sorry, I'm talking so much.
All right.
Got Atlantic snot. Actually took it out.
Well, plan B is we can always tell her too that we want to see what the cost is, because we're going to go negotiate the cost to get it less for him. Because maybe who's going to give us some carpets in return.
I like that. Yeah.
That can fall under deception side.
Well, actually, that would be part of. Actually, no, you're right. That would be more deception, because it's an outright lie.
All we need to know is where it is, and I can sneak and grab it. Well, attempt to.
Okay. I still like it. That's definitely a better way to go around it. I still want to try persuasion, because I got no way to word it that wouldn't be
Turn it
a
up.
lie.
You don't think he's loud enough?
How are we doing?
Hey, you can always just say, hey,
I think you're
he's-
loud enough, but I'm gonna turn you up a little bit.
It could just be
You
me.
can always be like, hey, I hear that you, he has a bill to pay. Do you mind if we take a look at that contract? We're trying to negotiate the price for him, which that's partially a lie already. But I mean, wanting to have them pull it out and see it.
Well, here's something that would be a lie, because this actually is kind of something I want to do. I want to actually speak to these orcs. Because there's something else going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what it is. But like I said, contract is the key. But if I can also speak to those orcs, I might be able to get more insights from them too. But
Right.
again, everything still hinges on the contract, so my aspect would still be persuading to have her show me the contract, or at the very least, let it slip where the contract is hidden. And then you can either do your deceptive or your sneaky thing.
Right.
Could someone detect thoughts while you're questioning her to see what she thinks?
I can absolutely detect thoughts while I question her. I absolutely could do that, yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I've only got one second level spell slot
Okay, we haven't roasted or
left.
anything.
After that, I would have to upcast. Not saying
6 a.m.
So,
Or was it 8 a.m.?
All the way the time blended together.
It was in the morning.
Yep.
Yes.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because it was, we knew Carl was coming here. It's his daily routine. He always starts here in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's why we were here. We knew he was coming here in the morning.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, I've still got some scrolls. Not a lot. Actually, I might be a lot. Hold on. How many scrolls do I have left? Okay. Scroll-wise, I'm still good.
Okay.
Grenades, I'm still good. Healing potions, I am still good. Okay, we're ready for this.
Coblin's a walking artillery.
Hey, never underestimate the power of the sack. Okay?
Power of the set. All right, so you're gonna stay and drink.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, you're gonna ask any pertinent questions or just make small talk?
Just try to get him really drunk so he doesn't notice if I try to slip more poison in his drink.
Okay.
Because, like, if I kill him before he transports, he dies, right?
Okay, you're not gonna do that. That's the whole point of this contract.
Yeah, the contract is what keeps him alive.
No,
Yeah, but how are
if-
they going to know?
If you kill him,
Oh, then
you will
he
be on
has.
summon.
You
Oh,
know that, hey.
so it doesn't
You
work
could put him
out.
to sleep. You could knock him out.
So I could put him to sleep.
Yeah.
Do I
Which is
have
what
any
you're
sleeping
dropping.
potion?
That's the poison you bought. Yes.
I just put too much in last time?
No, you just didn't drink it.
Oh. So I still have some, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I can get him drunk now. So I can put him to sleep.
I mean, the whole thing that what Jeff was trying to do was put him in a sleeper hole so that he would sleep, but that didn't happen.
But yeah, Jeff overestimated his ability to headlock people.
Put him out.
Okay.
Is that poisoned drink still on the table? How many drinks are on the table?
A lot. There's a lot of half drinks on the table.
Fuck.
Is he distracted?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
I say, can I switch his drink with the poison on?
Sure.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah. Let's see if he notices. I doubt it. You have like a million sleight of hands.
19 plus 13.
Nope, he got lucky and rolled a 20. So he was actually going to drink it, but he dropped it. He says, "That's okay. There's always more." Wait, when Sam, what's his name again? I really have to remember his name. What's his name?
Carl?
Carl Newsmith. There you go. When Carl Newsmith is buying drinks, everybody gets to drink.
Yay!
And
I'm excited about getting a drink for free! For God's sake!
the bartender comes over and mops it up, and he kind of looks at you side-eyed because he notices you're something funny. So he's like, "Meh, none of my business.
I gave him a little ear wink.
I'll just spill more drink."
No one can resist my ears.
I think I rolled 20. I rolled a 20, so I decided since there's no way for him to actually detect it, he would just have an accident.
I know it's good.
That's fair. I like that. That's role playing at its finest. It's the whole thing when it comes to these skill checks and these saves. You don't necessarily have to be aware of it. It's just like an instinct, or in this case, he's clumsy.
He's drunk. You wait until he was drunk.
Yeah, so we're gonna get him drunk.
Alright, so she's getting drunk. You guys are going to the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yes. So, first thing I'm going to go ahead and do then, actually, here's a question, Silent. Do you want to be seen to begin with, or do you want to go invisible?
So I mean, the less I can be seen, the better.
Visibility lasts like an hour, so that's plenty of time to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Silent, do you have does Silent have proficiency in insight or perception? I have perception because you are a rogue.
Insight and perception both.
Perfect. Okay.
He's all the
So,
skills. He's rogue.
All the skills.
You never know.
Right.
You never know.
I was in a warlock that didn't have agonizing blast.
Wow.
Yeah, see? But again, it's the whole sorcerer is my main focus. Yeah, I've got warlock, but that's not my main focus. Anyways, couple things to look for that I'm gonna have you do then while you're invisible then, Jeremy, is
Sure.
basically read her body language, watch her eyes, because even subconsciously you'll give something away.
Mm-hmm.
So my hope is that just mentioning the contract, her eyes will automatically go to where it could be, or just a knee-jerk reaction.
Right.
And reaches towards like a shelf or a drawer or something. Just
Yeah.
that subconscious act I'm having you look for. So
I can do that.
perception would be your big thing. That if you're gonna be going invisible, then I'm hoping you're gonna be able to pull off.
So you're gonna go invisible before you enter the warehouse?
Do you have a scroll or a spell for it? Because I do not have invisibility.
I have greater invisibility,
Oh.
and
But that only lasts a minute.
Oh.
oh, shucks, but I traded out my invisibility. Okay.
I mean, I could just try my best to absolutely just hide with pass without a trace.
Guess.
Why doesn't he have invisibility?
Yes.
It just doesn't
How
have
do you do that?
invisibility. Okay,
Because again, I'm
you're
planning.
just gonna try to slip in behind him and hide in the shadows.
Yeah, I have the elven hood and the boots as well.
Alright. So you get to the warehouse and you walk in the front door conspicuously in order to make him less conspicuous. And you're greeted by a dwarf who's wearing a pair of overalls that says Beth. And she goes, "Pick up her delivery!"
What a deep voice you have, Bob.
You actually can't tell it's a girl, but you assume that the name Beth means it is. She's got a lovely flowing beard, but it's not very well kempt.
She a dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a staircase to the right and a large set of doors behind her. You're in a 30 by 45 room. 45 being the width of the warehouse.
I'm here to see Marjorie.
Upstairs! And she runs back in through the big doors. So she leaves you alone in the big room with the staircase.
Upstairs we go.
Don't like dwarves. Dwarves, dead.
We could read your body language.
Doing that intentionally.
I can tell.
She didn't seem to notice.
She's used to people being uncomfortable.
Dwarves are dumb. They never notice the obvious. Send that to you all in my mind. Mine, because warlock shit.
Yep.
So I just start laughing there at the bar when he starts out in my head.
I think you're out of range, but
Upstairs. Okay, so she said, Beth said upstairs. I go upstairs.
right. And you go upstairs, and it's the same size room, but there's one woman sitting at a desk, and she's surrounded by filing cabinets, all the way down the side, all the way down the back, all the way up the other side. There's even some filing cabinets that look precariously perched above the stairs themselves. Like you have to stand on the stairs in order to get in the cabinet.
Let's see.
They're attached to the wall.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Is there enough room on the landing where Silent can basically wait there out of sight, but still be able to peek
Sure.
in and
Sure, if he just walks up enough stairs to put his eyeballs above the floor, he would be able to see. That would be relatively inconspicuous.
He sees part of it hitting eyeballs.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright then. That will just have to work for right now. Again, I'm planning to have her just focus on me anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Marjorie's human, correct? I can't
Yep,
remember.
Marjorie is human.
Okay. Can I do the persuasion check now, or you just want me to start talking and go from there?
Yeah, well, asked her something, and then if it comes down to whether or not she's going to tell you, you'll do a persuasion check.
Okay.
But Marjorie's like in her early 60s, and all gray hair, very thin, and you can tell she bites her nails, and but other than biting her nails, she's perfectly coiffed. All of her clothes are neat, no stains. All of her hair is perfectly in place. It almost looks like it's been sugared to stay stuck to the sides of her head.
Okay then. Alright then. Let's get the ball rolling here.
Did you say sugar?
Hello, Marjorie. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Lester.
No, sorry, I don't remember. You're very busy. What is your business with Newsmith Carpeting?
What?
Talking with your boss, the owner, Carl Newsmith.
Oh, Carl, yes. Are you one of Carl's friends then?
I am, yes.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I imagine being friends with him could be rather unhealthy.
All right. Has he promised you any money? What do we owe you? What would be the excuse?
Oh my god, it really was. Nope. Nope. I'm on mission. No, he mentioned something else to me that actually would be worth just a bit more than money, per se. The information, specifically. He mentioned something about some orcs that help him come back.
Oh, yes. That is our contract made by Mrs. Newsmith before her demise, obviously, and before the birth of Carl. She has a contract with Cork and Pork of Riverside Entertainment.
Riverside Entertainment.
Cork and Pork of Riverside Entertainment.
Okay, would that be a history check to find out where Riverside Entertainment is? See if it's been mentioned at all here in Waterdeep?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a straight roll on this then, because I don't want to waste my guidance yet.
Did her expression change at all or anything while I was wanting? No? Just
I got
Stone
13.
face. Very
on
serious. Passing on information. 13, no. No, you didn't notice anything about it.
that.
Riverside.
Okay. Alright, so I'll have to do some other questioning about it later on. So the reason why I'm asking about this is I'm kind of interested in something like that for myself. Not a lie, I actually am interested. I want to see if I can do this for myself, if at all possible. So how would I go around getting in touch with Cork and Pork, Riverside Entertainment?
I understand that they're very active in the Riverside social scene. Probably just transport to there, and you could find them at any of the large establishments. And then, of course, they'll be overseeing their nightly shows at the fight arena.
So Riverside is here in the city, in Waterdeep.
No, it's halfway across the continent. Just use the circle trains.
I think I may just have to do that.
What
So
continent are we on?
Riverside's halfway across the continent?
Yes.
What continent are we on?
Faerun.
What is it called?
Faerun.
Is the name of the continent?
So halfway. So here's where it gets meta. I'm assuming somewhere in Cormier or in the lands of Cormier.
It's in a place called Riverside, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, fine.
But that's on this
All right.
plane.
Yeah.
But there is a circle trans, so okay. Would you be able to provided the details of this contract because I really don't want to get myself locked into something I'm going to regret later. And based on how Mr. Newsmith lives his life, I'm assuming there's a lot of fees tacked in on there. So,
It's
is
true.
there any way I'd be able to get some details to how that contract is worded?
She says, well, let me go and get the exact details. It's a pain in my ass. I have to pay them monthly, but I don't want to make any mistakes. I hate mistakes. So if you follow me over to the C's, it's in Cork and Port. And she starts walking across the room.
And she said that aloud?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. I follow her around.
She opens it, and there's a big, thick folder. But right at the front, she pulls out the first page, and she says, "Yes, Cork and Pork Entertainment by Mrs. Newsmith. The contract in perpetuity to the lifespan of Carl Newsmith, or any name or alias he may go by in the future. We pay them 200 gold pieces a month and 500 gold pieces per accident." And says there's a definition of accident here. Anytime Carl Newsmith meets his demise in a permanent situation, his body will be returned to the Pork and Mork Entertainment barn, where he will be then summoned back into Faerun at the barn itself, finding his own transportation back to Waterdeep. It shall be not less than a period of 24 hours from his demise to his summoning, and should he ever meet with a permanent death, payments will no longer be required. And should he experience any physical harm while on the premises, then it will be in lieu of monthly payments. And should he be summoned without his full faculties, payments will be stopped. As such, there's a 500 gold piece fee for each time that he is summoned after an accident. Is there anything else you need to know?
Okay.
What happens if you don't pay?
You're not there.
I know. Put thoughts into your head.
I imagine this is where the permanency of death comes into play. But that wasn't going to be my question. However, it is a reasonable question that I would come up with here shortly. But the first question that actually occurs to me is, why would his mother set up this deal? What did she know was coming?
Well, Mr. Newsmith had a lot of problems in his business where he was the target of assassinations. His competitors believing him to be the soul of the company.
Okay.
Knowing that Carl would be taking over after his father died, whether it be by accident or natural causes, she thought that this would protect Carl in the future by having him birthed there at the barn.
Okay.
I have a question.
Marjorie, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. You're the soul of this company.
I know that.
I see this. This is why the company is still here. This right here, I know his name is on the company, but you bleed me dry.
In perpetuity means forever.
Yeah.
That means there's no
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Not even at permanent death.
Well, no, they have another
500
clause that says
500
in case of
gold.
permanent death.
500 gold per incident. And this happens virtually every day. That's the thing that's catching my eye here.
She says, "Oh no, I wouldn't say it's every day. It's more like 4 or maybe 5 times a month."
How this company hasn't gone bankrupt, I don't know why. I just don't know.
Well, sir, we sell a lot of carpet.
You do a good job. You do a very good job. Anything else on the contract that would
What
jump
defines
out at me,
permanent
you
death?
think? Something that says, hey, as a PC, I would notice this.
No, nothing unusual.
Okay.
It looks awful competent, considering it's a contract with orcs.
These are orc shaman
Yeah,
and businessmen.
yeah,
This does not surprise me.
yeah.
I've heard the tales of Gaucho.
Those are goblins, though.
What defines permanent death?
Goblins and orcs. Yeah, there's differences, but there's also similarities.
You know that's not included in the contract, but you're not there, so I don't have to answer you.
But it needs to be, for it to be a legal contract, it has to be included. I studied contract law in real life. For it to be a legal contract, all terms need to be defined,
Right.
including
All terms are defined.
not a permanent death. It has to be defined.
You're still not there. I still don't have to answer you.
You're right.
And you're sure as heck not going to ask
Cannot be brought back.
Carl Newsmith.
Is he drunk yet?
He is way drunk.
Can I slip
Okay.
some sleeping heads in
Give me
his
the,
drink?
I give the contract back to Marjorie. Thank you very much. I'm also going to leave 10 gold on her desk as thanks for her time, because I know time is money for her, and Carl Newsmith costs her a lot of money.
She looks down at the gold and she says, drop that off at the orphanage on your way by.
Again, you are the spirit of this company. I will do this for you.
She said,
Where is the orphanage on the way out? Or the collection box or something like that?
yeah, no, you actually saw an orphanage when you passed from the bar to the warehouse, so it's easy to find.
I dropped 10 gold in there as you go back to the bar. Well, it's not necessary for you to grab that contract, Simon, unless...
At the orphanage, it turns out that the person who takes the things is actually a goblin nun.
You're a goblin, not a thank you, alright? Yeah.
She says, "Oh, thank you, sir." And then she goes, "Are you an off-worlder?"
I want to say an awesome power of
yeah.
peas over there.
I thought so.
I'm only
I could just
short time.
tell,
How you doing?
based on your equipment, that's not something you normally see here in Waterdeep. We have a relatively peaceful way of life here. I mean, sure, there's occasional scuffles, and the guards, of course, are armed. But other than, for entertainment, there's very little fighting that goes on here.
Oh, I do more than fight here. How you doing?
And then she smiles a little bit. She goes, "So, do you think you'll be around next March?"
How is it right now?
It's November.
Yeah, it's September. It's fall.
Okay. Well, what happens in March?
Oh, you know. I'm sure goblins everywhere have the same traditions when it comes to breeding more
I was
goblins.
hoping you would say that.
Rum chicken.
Oh, no. It's the great orgy. The goblin orgy.
She's a nun.
She's a goblin
$90.
now. That's why she waits till
Practically
March.
a spiritual duty of hers.
Exactly.
She does some goblin.
Only if you're a goblin god.
I will see what I can make happen. And as I walk away, I mage hand and I picture on the ass as I go on my way.
She giggles.
Like that, yes.
Okay, so are you gonna try to slip him some more of your poison? How many of those did you buy? You used to have one on the floor. She bought 5?
5 doses.
Oh,
Alright.
it's so fun, sugars.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand. He's pretty drunk at this point, so the DC is pretty easy.
Uh-oh. Now, 12?
12. He sees you put it in there. He goes, "Is this some sort of love potion, bunny lady?"
It's an aphrodisiac.
Hey, that's what I was hoping for, and he just drinks the whole thing. He goes, "That's spicy," and then he passes out on the.
I told you. Sweet dreams.
Spicy.
And he passes out on the table.
Okay. Perfect.
The bartender comes over and says, will you be carrying him to his bunk or would you like me to do it?
I can take him.
Okay. Back corner there, you can't miss it.
Cool. Thanks. I can go sit in the back
To
corner.
tell you the truth though, those are yesterday's sheets. I know he likes fresh sheets every day, but he didn't sleep here last night, so I didn't change them.
So they're fresh.
Yeah, you know, they're a day old.
I think he'll be okay.
All right.
I'm taking him over to the bed.
Okay.
Okay. That's where we're headed.
So when you guys arrive at the tavern, you see the guy cleaning up the table where Inara and Carl were sitting, and he just gives you the thumb, points to the back.
And we go to the back. At least I do.
Yeah, I can't actually figure out how to get from the front to the back of this bar.
To the door?
There's actually a wall here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, there's a door over here.
Sure. Let's
Oh,
do
there's
it.
a door there now. We couldn't get through there because of the solid wall before, but now there's a door.
No, I assumed you guys are gonna run all the way back to the bed.
No, remember, Josh, it's the guy had to go around and go through the window.
Yeah, there's a window right there.
And a door now too.
And there's a door that goes over into this other half. And over in this half, there's the beds. There's more of a formal dining. Well, not formal. More of a dining room atmosphere as opposed to just a bar atmosphere. You know, the tables are shorter, not like, you know, no standing tables, no obvious drinks. You know, no taps in the corner, like the other room. So it's more of a dining room. But the in-between room there's actually two cots there. And one of them says reserved for Carl Newsmith.
What's the other one say?
Don't say anything.
Did you guys learn anything?
Privacy because we need to talk now.
He's asleep.
And he'll be fine right here. He's been here all the time. We're gonna actually go back to our place across the street.
To your the room you rented?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did that for a week, didn't we?
I don't know. Okay. Sounds
I
good.
feel like we did. It's been a month.
Yeah, let's say you rented that for a week, so you go back over there
Yeah.
where you stash some snacks.
Okay, so, alright, we laid out for Nara. We were able to see, well, I was able to see the contract. Silent knows where the contract is, but at this point in time, that bit of information is irrelevant. But the key piece of information is that not only does Carl Newsmith, when he dies, he's still on this plane. Not only is he on this plane when that happens, it's still somewhere on this continent on this planet. So we don't have to go plane hopping, thankfully.
Okay.
So it's at a place called Riverside. So now we need to figure out where the hell Riverside is.
Now the other side of the
The
continent.
next plan is what are we gonna do?
Okay, make a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Ten.
Yeah, she doesn't know where Riverside is either.
I'm wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
I guess I don't know.
She doesn't know where Riverside is either.
As I did.
All right. Well.
Why am I
Marjorie said
researching
that we
a
can-
mic
Marjorie
piercing
said,
girl?
that we just
Oh,
take,
I don't know. You did ask me about that. You wanted a D8 psychic mind piercing arrow, and I wrote it down.
I have it written down too that I'm research. You said research.
Researching it.
Don't know what that means.
6 is working on it.
Okay.
Okay, so we know that Riverside Entertainments is on this continent. a means of transportation to get us there.
Circle Trans.
Circle trains, correct. So, here's where the question comes in. Do we want to do Riverside now? Or do we want to wait until Carl Smith wakes up? Because that's the other part that I'm a little hazy on.
You know
when it
the
comes
drop voice
to-
is only good for like 1d4 hours, so
Yeah.
Carl's gonna wake up. Silent tells you Carl's gonna wake up.
Yeah, then he'll just go back to drinking. That's his thing. He
Wasn't there
sleeps,
something in the
drinks.
contract about it being
There's really
if
nothing in
he's
between.
incapacitated, the contract was null and void or something? Didn't you say that?
No.
Or if he was like not in the mental, if he was mentally in.
If he had been, if he gets injured while he's in the barn,
The other place.
And Riverside.
yeah, they're reducing his faculties. Physically injured.
So
Nullifies the contract.
if we
Nullifies the monthly payment.
oh the contract. So if we kill him in the barn, is that a permanent death?
You would assume. If that's where he goes when he's unsummoned. That's
Some-
his native plane.
Okay,
So okay, you go ahead.
I've got an idea.
Probably the same one I have.
We'll find out here in a moment. Part of this idea means we have to go to Riverside first. We hire somebody here in Waterdeep to kill Carl Newsmith, so it automatically sends him to Riverside where we'll already be. He gets there, we kill him,
He's
we
dead.
collect on our contract.
So
And we leave.
could you guys go to Riverside? I stay here and kill him.
I do not want to split up the party like that.
Not
Okay.
that far. Yeah.
Just checking.
Down the street is one thing. Across the continent, no.
Okay.
That's yeah. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at now. I'm thinking that's probably our best course of action. We go to Riverside. What I can do, let me double check my spells real quick before I say this. Yes. Okay. So we make a contact here in Waterdeep. We let them know what we want them to do at a specific time. We get on our ship and we go to Riverside. Actually, no, do we want to do that now? Hold on.
Why don't we just have Reginald do it? Jeff Zombies
Oh.
Butler.
Reginald's already been destroyed.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Reggie isn't old.
Are we healed yet? Have we rested at all?
No, it's still the same day.
Just checking.
Yeah. So what we'd have to do, we'd still have to wait for another day. Okay.
How long is the
Actually,
travel
that
to
begs the
Riverside?
question. Where's the Circle Trans at in town?
Who are you gonna ask?
Since we're here in the inn, I guess we'll go to the innkeeper.
Yeah, he goes.
Say, hey, we heard that
He goes.
there's a Circle
You go.
Trans in
You
town.
go out here. You turn left. You go about 6 doors down. That's where it's at. We're actually the closest bar to Circle Trans. That's why Carl drinks here.
Good to know. Okay. So I guess first thing we need to do then is go to the Circle Trans, find out what their hours and time limits are for certain transportations to different parts of the continent.
A schedule? You need a schedule?
Yeah. Basically schedule, yeah.
Yeah, the innkeeper has one.
He says, no, they pretty much just do transportation by appointment. Most people would take a wagon train or an airship or even sail around
What's those
to
cycles?
Riverside.
Don't
But if you go there and you've got cash, they'll send you right away.
Well, we got the cash.
Well, let's go find out how much it is. That's definitely the first question we gotta ask. How much is the trip gonna cost? When can we take the trip? And we need to decide if we actually want to come back here.
He goes, you know, I asked Carl once. I mean, I don't have that kind of money, but I asked Carl once, and he said he just bills Marjorie, so he didn't know either. Oh, it's not about going out to Riverside to see the fights, you know? Gladiators going at it.
Fight Club.
Yeah, fights were mentioned. Are they a nightly occurrence these days?
Oh yeah, every day.
Monthly?
Every day. I went there once when I was younger, but of course I took a ship.
Took a shit?
Ship. Sailed around the coast, and then up the river, and then just as you get to the head of the river, you think, there's no way this boat's gonna get any farther up this creek. And you let you off, and then it's only like another hour's walk into the riverside itself.
Okay, but how long did
Really
it
nice
take
trip
you
though.
to
I really enjoyed the
down
South
there?
Coast. And of course the fights were the highlight of the trip.
Huh? How long did it take you to go down the coast and up that river?
You know, it was 5 or 6 days. Like I said, I was younger then, did a lot of drinking. But I'm pretty sure it was 5 days, maybe 6.
Okay. Well, think about our ship, we don't have to sail. At least not on the water. We just fly there. So, depending on how much it costs, we may end up taking our ship down there just to make it easier on us.
Why don't we just take the ship?
Because it takes 5-6 days. to get
Not
down
in the
there.
air.
It just doesn't go that fast once you're near the surface of the planet, so.
Oh.
Yeah, they only go
What about those cycles?
They're slightly faster, but not that much.
We might as well just go find out how much it costs to go to
Process,
the.
yes, fast Fred would, but again, if it's 5-6 days, we'd have to land, sleep where we just have pilots say, hey pilot, that way. We'll sleep here on the deck.
How long does the circle trans take?
It's instantaneous.
That's what I thought.
And then circle trans, yeah, it's instantaneous. Alright. So let's start with this. Let's go to the circle trans, we'll find out what the schedule is and what the cost is.
You already found someone to do your dirty work here and
You go to the Circle Trans, and there's a little guy in the window who's really odd looking. He's the size of a goblin, and you would swear he's a goblin, except he's got like a lot of draconic blood. Like, you know, you've heard of, are you a draconic sorcerer?
No, I am a divine soul.
Oh, that's right. Somebody else I know is a draconic sorcerer. Anyway,
Well,
they do it for their own class.
Testy was draconic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've heard of draconic sorcerers before. They get their magic from a draconic bloodline, and you know they have rougher skin and makes them a little tougher. You know, almost dragon hide, not quite dragon hide, obviously. But this guy looks like he's been crossed with a dragon a couple more times in his family tree. He's almost a dragonborn, but he's a goblin. He's goblin sized. He's got a lot of dragon blood. Probably 2/3, which is impossible.
Well, if we really want to break that down, we could, but I'm not going to break it down. How much is the fucking fee per person to use a circle trans?
He says, it's normally 10 gold per person. Everything you can fit in a 5-foot square. If all three of you want to go at the same time, then I'll let you go for 27.
sold.
Easy.
Okay. So 9 gold per person if all three of us go. Okay.
Do you need to go and get your luggage?
Six.
I also know
Sorry?
some porters who can come and take your luggage if you like.
Okay. That may not be necessary.
Oh, okay.
Is there a set time for specific locations?
No, anytime you want.
I need a porter for my luggage.
Did you bring a lot of luggage to your little room you were in?
I always have a change out.
Okay.
All right.
Porter can tell me where I
So-
can find someone to kill.
Okay.
He says, "Where are you staying then?" And you can tell him, it's the Red Inn.
Right in.
He goes, "Okay, I'll have somebody over there within the hour. You'll be ready to go."
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we're just doing it. We still gotta
I pay the man.
hire an assassin.
I pay for our tickets so that they're bought.
Oh, you reserved the tickets?
Mm-hmm.
Is there
Okay.
anywhere around that I can legibly pick up Thieves' Camp?
Apothecary.
No, in fact, you think it's a little bit odd. There doesn't seem to be a lot of crime in this city. You're disappointed that there are no indications of the underworld.
Better
One
over.
question if we're actually on Toril and in Waterdeep.
In the future.
Clearly. Okay.
So we're gonna go back to the inn.
Mm-hmm. And you can pack all your clothes into your suitcase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, even if we kill him here somehow, he's still there overnight. So we could easily still instantaneously get there and attempt to find where he is. Unless we find where he is first, where he goes, and then come back, kill him, send him there, then kill him again.
Well, we know that he goes to Riverside Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
There was mention of a barn. I think it was Carl mentioned the barn, didn't he? Where all the mean-looking orcs were at.
Yeah, he called it the barn. And I think it was in the contract too.
Okay, that's probably where it
Yeah,
is. Like
because the contract was specifically like he would not be returned to Waterdeep. He would be summoned to just outside the barn.
Yeah, we need to find out where that is.
Yes. I'll say so. I'll say yeah. I like your thought on that, Jeremy.
Mhm.
But yeah, we need to know exactly where he's going to be at. Again, it is instantaneous. We kill him here. Get the circle trans because there's no schedule. We instantly get there to Riverside. But we don't know where exactly he is in Riverside first. We'll make it difficult to complete
Right.
the second part before the orcs do what they gotta do.
So we gotta go there and
Okay.
find first where everything is.
So can I ask the concierge at the inn where the fight barn is in Riverside?
Actually, there's.
She says, "Oh Lord, I've never been to Riverside. That's way above. That's way above my.
The concierge doesn't know.
No,
Brock, when we go there,
I can tell you where things here are in Waterdeep, but we don't have anything. I mean, that's worldwide famous.
Do you have a sister hotel there that I could make a reservation?
No, I'm sorry. This is just a mom and pop.
Just checking, because I really like this establishment.
when we go there, you can always see about trying to get a contract yourself, and then just get the ins and outs. Okay, where am I going to be summoned at? Where is this? See if you can get the same spot where he's going to be summoned, because then you can you'll know exactly where it is. You're going there for a
I like
contract.
that. I like that. Okay then. Now here's the question. Do we want to go now, or do we want to rest? Because I didn't take any damage, but again,
Yeah, I've
I
already-
needed spell slots and sorcery points.
I would like to rest.
Okay. Assuming Inara, are you hurt? Are you lacking in the spell slots?
Definitely hurt.
Okay then. Okay. So
Need a new change of clothing. My outfit got
Alright
wet.
then. So reserve our tickets then, because it sounds like you already paid for them. So go ahead and reserve our tickets for tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Actually, let's make it tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
trying to butter up Carl Newsmith with a bit more information. Just anything random in there that he might let slip out. And of course, we'll make our way to Riverside because we can also probably try and grease some more information from him just about Riverside itself, because he's the only one who actually appears to go there more frequently than any of the other denizens here in Waterdeep. So.
Is there an address on the contract?
Was there an address on the contract?
No, it's just referred to it as the barn.
Dang it.
Okay then yeah. So we'll spend the morning getting more information from Carl Newsmith, and then we go to Riverside, get our own information there, the lay of the land, and also see
Who
about...
said they always go there for the fights? Was that the innkeeper?
The innkeeper said he had been once in his lifetime.
Oh yeah. Carl goes there all the time for fights.
Alright then.
Alright, so the porter shows up and you tell them to come back at noon tomorrow? Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he says, if you'd like, if you want to be sure I'm prompt, perhaps you could.
I'll give him a couple gold.
Okay, I'll be here at noon, sharp. Thank you, ma'am.
Fantastic.
He's a human, but he's a big guy, so he carries luggage, and he's got a wheelbarrow.
Have you ever been to Riverside?
No, ma'am. No. Far
Know
too
anything about
expensive.
it?
Oh, they say that the fights there are wonderful.
Yeah?
Yeah, the orcs go all savage and just kill each other right there in the ring.
That could be fun to watch, huh?
Yeah, I heard it's a good
Yeah.
time. I've never been there.
Do you know where they have the fights in Riverside?
At the arena.
At the arena.
Yeah, it's pretty much the center of Riverside.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's what they're famous for.
Is for the fights.
I understand they have a lot of gophers and pigs and wheat, but but as far as entertainment wise, Riverside is famous for the fights at the arena.
It's not famous for the river on the side.
No, but the river helps with the shipping, and distribution of wheat, gopher, and hog, pig meat.
Cool.
Yeah, the guy seems he's got a brain.
Yeah.
He's pretty smart for.
I'm gonna give him another gold.
Okay.
Okay.
He goes, yes, ma'am. I'll see you at noon.
Alright then. Carl Newsman's probably awake by now.
Getting close to it.
So I guess we make our way back.
Yeah, he has pretty high tolerance.
Yeah.
So when you get there, he looks a little groggy still, but he's already sitting at his table ordering drinks. So, hey, my drinking friends. You missed my nap. I had a nap.
Do you like to
I
play
say,
games, Carl?
we know. We were the ones who had to put you back there. What happened? You don't look like a lightweight to me.
Says, well, Anara wanted a little cuddle time, so we retired to my bunk.
We had a good time. You remember?
No.
Aw.
Okay, I'll say I'll try to get some more information from him about Riverside. Basically, I want to know how big of a town, village, city is Riverside, or it's just a pass-through for merchants?
No, Riverside's pretty big, but they, a lot of the crops and stuff come, into Riverside and are shipped down the river and then out along the coast. Big wheat area, I guess. There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it only orcs, or is it a mixture of other races?
Orcs and humans, and a number of half orcs.
Carl. I would love it if you would take me to the fights. Let's go to Riverside.
He's like, yeah, sure, yeah, we can do that. We can go to the
It's
fights.
made me so horny. Let's do it. Let's go. I want to see some orcs get killed.
He's like, I gotta get some cash though. I don't have accounts with everybody in Riverside, but let me just go over to the warehouse and pick up some cash. We could. What time is it? And he kind of looks out the window and he goes, yeah, we can still make it. We can still make it.
Fantastic. Let's do it. I'm so excited.
And you can tell that he's just a little bit. He wants to go because Nara wants to go, but you can tell he's like really not comfortable with it though.
The man does to get laid.
So he leaves and go to the warehouse. You guys just let him go.
No, I'm gonna go with.
Okay. And
A little unsteady there, buddy. Let me go with.
Hey, Carl, I'm just going to go back up a couple of things.
okay. So you walk with Carl, and you can tell that makes him nervous too, because he's like, now when we get there, I need you to just wait outside if you don't mind, because I got to talk to Marjorie, and that's never a pleasant thing.
Sure.
So he goes ahead and goes inside and comes back like
All right.
3 or 4 minutes later, and he's like, "All right, I got some cash. We can go to Riverside. I'll buy tickets for everybody." I explained you guys saved my life, so you basically saved Marjorie 500 gold pieces. So she was more than happy to pay for your trip to Riverside. She appreciated it.
Alright, we'll do an insight check. I want to see how sincere. You said how nervous he was before going in.
Oh, okay.
And I did not declare that I was casting a guidance on myself, so. Actually, wait a minute.
You said bardic inspiration.
Isn't it?
I'm sorry, what?
Isn't guidance like an hour concentration?
No, it's only good for a minute.
It's only good for a minute? Okay, yeah. So, alright, so.
You have inspiration till it works.
18. I got an 18 on my insight.
Doesn't it expire eventually?
No, it's
Okay.
eternal.
Yeah, you can tell that he really doesn't like dealing with Marjorie, and that she basically gave him the money to shut up. So he tries to play it off like he was smooth and convinced her, but it was more of a just get out of my face, you punk. Here's some money.
I say again, she's the soul of the company.
Right.
Alright, so.
He goes, hey there. He looks up at this side and he goes, hey, there's still time for a few more drinks, man. Let's have a few more drinks before we go to Riverside.
Why can't we drink there?
Hey, there's a lot of orcs there, and sometimes they're, how orcs are.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of bullying.
Oh, they got some good beer.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bullying, and I would hate, to get mugged or something, and then we would miss the fights. So let's just go just before the fights. Things are usually pretty lawful just before the fights start. Because everybody's focused really, whereas a lot of those young orc guys are they just get bored,
So who actually runs Riverside? I spoke with Marjorie. She mentioned a Cork and Pork, but are they the actual?
Well, Cork and Pork run the arena, but they don't do the farming or the transportation. That's probably other people, I suppose.
And what about
I like to hang out there, really.
The magistrates, city guard.
Like I said, I always try to, get out of there first thing in the morning, and then, if I go to the fights, and I usually try to show up just in time so that there's not a lot of dilly-dallying around Riverside, because it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, come on, let's go get another round.
Okay, good. Let's get some more drinks.
when you leave in the morning, how far away is the arena from where you're coming from? You know, how far are they close?
Oh yeah. Oh. So you're asking questions when you guys get back from more drinks?
Yeah.
It's like yeah. From the barn, the barn's right next to the arena, and then the Circle Trans is also near the arena because a lot of people use the Circle Trans to come in for the fights. So yeah, it's not much of a walk at all.
So it's like a really small town.
Oh no, it's a big city, but I don't, lots of places, lots of work places. I don't really hang out in those.
Oh. Well, I'm so excited. to go.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see the fights. We're going to the arena. They got refreshments there.
Ooh.
And we'll watch the fights. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Because we got a couple hours left. We got a couple hours left.
Now y'all know where the barn is. I said that telepathically.
So we're drinking until it's time to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, let's go. We don't want to be late. You don't want to miss the first rounds. The first rounds are actually pretty exciting. Some of the professionals take on some of the like local toughs. It's not, they don't try to kill them or anything, but just it gives you a taste for how good they fight. Once the professionals start fighting other professionals, having taken out a few, what you would consider tough guys. But then once they go with the professionals against each other, that's the best part. And then poof, they just.
Jeff's not here. This would have been right up Jeff's alley, but
I was just thinking
Jeff
that.
had to stay home with the kid.
He just had to stay home with the kid. All right, so you go through the Circle Trans, and yeah, there's big crowds of people. He pays the guy, and you see him. He pays 27 gold for you guys, but he doesn't pay for his own ticket, right? He's just got an account, so it's just his thing. But he can't bring other people based on the terms of the Circle Trans. And the little dragon goblin guy goes and casts teleportation circle, and he goes, just step right in, and you come out on the other side where there's another little dragon dude. A little dragon goblin dude who could be his cousin or something, or even a brother. And he goes, "Welcome to Riverside. I'll be looking forward to your return trip." And then he suddenly recognizes Carl. He goes, "Oh, Carl, you're coming in to see the fights."
Okay. Random question, but just 'cause I'm curious. What color is their scales or their skin? These
Blue.
Goblins?
They're green blue. Yeah. You can tell it's blue dragon blood.
All right then.
Yeah.
I like them already.
Yeah. They're greenish. They're very much greenish, but with a blue tint to them that get especially the scaly bits.
All right then.
All right.
That's cool.
Okay.
And then Carl, he goes, let's use the VIP entrance. Let's use the VIP entrance. And he just kind of hustles you guys through the crowd. He goes, yeah, it's right over here. It's right over here. Just everybody keep up now. Keep up now. Riverside's kind of a rough place. And you see there are lots and lots of drunk orcs and humans, and they're slapping each other back and carrying big beers into the arena.
Jackers, huh?
Yeah, but you guys take a smaller gate, and then he pays 2 gold for each of you, and you guys are escorted up to a box. And there's a waiter there, and he says, "Go ahead, can I bring for everyone?" He goes, "The usual, Mr. Newsman." And he says, "Yeah, just beers, lots of beers. Does anybody need any food?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you want to get you like hog meat? You like hog meat?
Bring out the pork.
Yeah.
Pork
I
and
like a
beer.
salad.
And a salad.
The extra carrots.
And waiter says, "I'm sorry, ma'am. We could bring you some bread if you like.
Just bring me some plants on a plate.
We don't generally serve
You don't have plants?
just the wheat, ma'am. we could do a porridge, or we could do a bread. We could do flatbread or risen bread, buns.
Does nothing grow here?
Well, it's mostly just wheat.
Nothing green.
No.
Yeah,
The
no,
orcs don't put a lot of stock in plants other than to feed to the gophers. But I mean, we do have some bread. A lot of humans eat bread.
I'm not human.
I'm just saying that a lot of humans in this area eat bread, and that's technically a plant.
How about fruit? Any fruit?
No fruits.
No fruit.
Yeah, maybe I can find like some jam to go on the bread.
Meat and bread.
Meat and bread. You know what? Bring me some mead.
Mead.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
You don't have mead?
I don't think we do. I just, there's not a lot of call for honey around here, and so none of it gets made into mead. But I mean, we might have something imported. I could always check.
Wow. You know what? I'm good.
Okay. So I'll bring a few rolls with a roast, a side of roast boar.
Yeah.
All right, with rolls. Yeah.
Beer. Don't forget the beer.
And lots of beer, of course. All right, and you notice again that Carl pays for everything before the guy leaves. But it's just a few gold for a roast boar and rolls and beers. It's not that expensive. When he comes back, and the fights are just getting started when he comes back with the food, and it is, you can tell there's like the professional gladiator, and they're fighting just like, a young soldier or even just street toughs. And of course, they toy with them a little bit, blocking, parrying, and then they take them out. And they don't kill them; they just knock them down. One guy actually gets killed, but you can tell it's kind of a moment of silence sort of thing. And then the announcer goes, "Well, hopefully his family can afford to have him resurrected."
Oh.
And then they go on to the next fight. A few of the gladiators do get nicked up, but you notice that there's two orc shaman. They got the feathers and beads and all that stuff, and staffs, and you notice that they heal them up
How must be cork and
in
pork?
between fights.
I'm betting that's cork and pork.
Did Anara ask a question?
I said I'm betting that's pork and cork.
He goes, "Oh yeah, that's pork and cork, and the guy he's healing right there, that's Stardust, the one he's healing right now.
Yeah.
And the one out there on the field taking on the next soldier, that's Fright Night. I told you, those are guys, they pick on me a lot. But it's kind of
Friday night.
Is there a boomer too?
yeah, there is now. There's a boomer. And there's a Bradley. And you notice that
There's an ultimate warrior. Please tell me there's an ultimate warrior.
there's no an ultimate
You guys
warrior. I'm
started us
sorry.
there. Come on, give me ultimate warrior.
Think about it. And you notice that around Pork and Cork, there are 12 gladiators, and 4 of them are actually women. The orcs don't seem to make much difference, but they're all, very large orcs, so it's probably why it's not half and half. There are fewer large orc women, but there are some large orc women, and so even and you can tell that all of the orcs are well over 6 feet. Even the soldiers and the toughs that are fighting against them, but the gladiators are just a little bit bigger all the way around. Almost Jeff's size, not quite Jeff's size though. But where Jeff has a lot of squishy parts, these guys are all real lean and muscly.
Wiry, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then announcer's going on, and then the main event starts, and then when the main event starts, you actually notice they switch out the weapons for like exotic looking bone clubs with with metal shards, spiky metal shards, but are seriously dangerous compared to what they were using when they were fighting the other amateurs. And then the gladiators go at it in like a tournament style, and the announcers remind that once the tournament starts, there's no more healing. So finishing your opponent as quickly as possible is important because you have another opponent to face just minutes away. And so there's a fight like every 20 minutes, lots of announcements, dragging it out. The waiter comes back and asks if you need more beers, and of course Carl says yes. So he pays him and brings another couple trays of beers in.
So
And the fight started about 7 p.m. But they go to the final, which the final is actually held at midnight. So they keep dragging them out, making each round a little bit longer, but not long enough for anybody to do a short rest or anything.
I have a query.
Okay.
If the shaman are busy right now.
Okay. They're not particularly busy at this
But
point. They're just kind of
if
sitting there watching.
At a moment that they were busy healing or doing something during these fights, Carl was to be killed, would they still be able to summon him, or would he just die?
He would have to wait for them to summon him, in which they would do in the morning.
But he'd be dead.
No, he would just go back to the barn until he was resummoned.
So the minute he dies, he'll just go to the barn.
Right.
So if two of you went to the barn and then somebody stayed and stabbed him in the middle of a chaos, he'd go to the barn and then you kill him in the barn once he shows up. Because nobody's at the barn because they're all at the fights.
Well, here's the thing, though. Once the tournament starts, the two gladiators actually fight until one of them disappears.
So you think they're going
He's
to the barn?
unsummoned. So the gladiator probably went to the barn as well.
Do they arrive at the barn alive, or are they just a corpse?
No, once when they're unsummoned, they just go back to their normal in the barn life. They're perfectly healthy.
Okay.
They look just like they looked when they were summoned from the barn.
Okay, so they're not dead when they go there.
Alright, so we do not want to do anything at the barn as we are currently, because again, we are hurt, we are low on spells.
Can I just dimension door him to the barn? Would he be stuck there?
If you dimension doored him to the barn. No. You can't aim for another dimension with dimension door.
There's not another dimension.
The barn is.
Oh.
I was about to say, that's where the second dimension is.
Pocket dimension.
Yeah, we don't want to try anything until tomorrow when we have all of our resources.
Okay.
Okay. So you just watch the fights?
So we're just gathering information.
I'm going to take an opportunity to go to the little goblin's room
Okay.
and do a bit of investigation around the barn.
Okay. Yeah, from the halls, the exterior halls have windows that go outside. You notice everything's magically lit though. It's very bright. I should just bring this in here. I'm not obviously not pacing myself now. Everything's brightly lit from the exterior walls of the magically from the exterior walls of the arena while you're looking for the little goblin's room. You walk around until you see the barn. It's only about 200 yards from the arena. Big wide plaza, basically, from the barn, which is a great big barn, probably 60 feet wide and 240 feet long. It looks like it has 2 levels with the entrance on the second level. It's all painted red and white, like the classic "it's a barn" look. There are 2 guards standing next to the double doors on the second floor balcony. And there's a little corral made in front of it, the old-fashioned wooden fence. But you can tell it's all just kind of for show, right? It's not a barn, but they call it the barn, so they made it look like a barn. There are no animals or anything like that. But there is a summoning circle directly in front in the corral. On the north side of the arena, the west side of the arena is where the circle trans is. That's where you came in, and same thing. A smaller, a large thoroughfare, so maybe 30, 40 feet wide, just a street, that runs next to, as opposed to the north side where it was like a big plaza. This is just a street. So basically, across the street is where the Circle Trans office was. There are a lot more shops and buildings next to Circle Trans. It's just, in the strip mall, one little set of doors. That's where he came from. You went into the west side. The north side is where the barn is.
Is there any way to get into the barn from?
So the summoning circle, is that drawn in? Is it?
Yeah, it looks like someone's laid paving stones, large paving stones down. And they're fancy looking. It's been there for a while, and there's a summoning circle etched into the stones.
Like Stonehenge large?
They're probably like 6 foot by 6 foot slabs that have been placed together very
Like
neatly.
Stonehenge large.
Yeah, but they're flat, right? It's just a flooring basically.
So really hard to move.
Yeah, really hard to move. Outdoor flooring, in case somebody just wanted to flip over one.
Well, that's what I do on the supernatural.
But we
Right,
can
the
blow
summoning
up the
circle.
summoning circle.
But we could blow up the summoning.
We could blow up the summoning circle.
We wire it to blow once he's summoned to it.
Pressure plated.
Right?
And 2 guards. I mentioned the 2 guards. 2 guards with spears and shields standing on the balcony. That's 10 feet wide balcony, standing next to the door on the second
It's
floor.
like the River Kwai.
It doesn't look like there's any other windows in the barn. At least the side you can see, because basically the angles you can see one side. There's no windows or doors on the side, and there's no windows or doors on the first level. Just that one double door, 10 feet wide, on the second floor.
Alright. So, question I'm trying to ask, when it comes to those 2 guards, how are they armed? Are they armed with hand weapons, ranged weapons, both?
They just have a spear and a shield.
And they're orcs, half orcs?
They're
humans,
orcs.
Combination?
No, they're orcs.
I'm not there.
Not particularly impressive. City guard types.
Could easily handle 2 guards.
Alright. Now, this next question, I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyways. Just because we know that when summoned, their bodies are in a different plane. Would I be able to do like an Arcana check on the barn to get an idea as to how that is done or what plane they are on? If it's just a pocket dimension.
So you're actually gonna sneak out of the arena?
I thought you already did.
Yeah, because I
I'm just looking out the
can
windows.
cast a greater visibility on myself. I still have 2 casts I can do that. I just have to be quick about it.
Okay.
But I could do it.
So basically, walk down to the exit of the arena, step outside, or cast greater invisibility yourself, and then run across the plaza. There's not a lot of people in the plaza right now. There are a few people milling around and stuff. you get the idea that they'd rather be inside, but for whatever reason they're not. And you run up to the barn. From the outside, you can tell that the barn is just a facade. Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to do this solo because I'm concentrating on the greater invisibility.
Yeah.
But I do still have the Inspire, should I need it.
Okay.
I have not used it yet. Not a horrible roll, but it's not a great one, so I am going to go ahead and use that inspiration. And that will put me at 18.
Okay. Yeah, the barn itself is just a big empty building. There's obviously just on that platform, balcony. On that balcony, there's a portal that goes to a completely different dimension. The barn itself is just for show.
Alright, kind of
So yeah, you find a small crack, you kind of peek in, and it's just empty.
Alright then. Okay. Again, it's about what I was expecting based on what was being described, so that's perfectly fine. Alright, what, 30 seconds has gone by, less?
Yeah, no, if you sprint across, then yeah, 30 seconds.
Alright then I sprint my way back forward to the arena.
You're gonna try to get back in the arena before your first greater invisibility wears off?
If I have to cast it again, if it feels like I'm not gonna make it, I'll cast it again.
Yeah, it looks like it's about a DC 15 dexterity check. Or just casually walk it and turn yourself invisible again.
I'll just about to say when I'm at turn 9 of the spell, I'll cast again because it's greater invisibility. I'm not going to become visible when I cast spell.
Okay. Alright, so you go ahead and use the second casting and just stroll back in invisible into the arena. You go back up to the box and explain to everybody else what you've seen?
Yes, in my mind, to their mind, because Warlock shit.
Alright, you could probably just step to the side and discuss things because it looks like Carl's really drinking a lot of the orc beer. You also notice that the orc beer isn't good. I don't know where you got the impression that you thought it was good, but it's made with wheat and it's stale. It just tastes stale. It's not good beer. But it does have a high alcohol content.
Has to be expected.
It tastes good. I'm not going to be drinking much of it. But even though Carl may not be paying attention, I don't know who else could be listening around.
Oh, okay.
And were I those orc shaman, if I'm seeing people with Carl Newsmith that I've never seen before, I'm going to be dropping eaves somehow.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to be speaking with my party members in the mind, let them know what I just found out. And again, yeah, when we come back, we need to make sure we're at full stock of our resources, because those guards may be easy to take out, but everything else around here is not going to be easy to take out.
Okay. And they keep drawing out longer and longer between rounds of combat. But they finally get to the final two, and you can tell that both of them have taken a few hits. So the finale fight should be pretty short, so they're taking extra time to draw it out so that it should end at exactly midnight, given that it's only going to be 2 or 3 rounds before one of them finishes the other off. Carl kind of starts to look nervous. He goes, "Hey, you guys want to book it back across the street and catch the circle chance before all the crowds get out there?"
Sure.
Inside check.
I was going to say the same thing, actually.
I always
See
look
why
at
he's
games
so
early
nervous.
to avoid traffic. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you can tell that Carl definitely doesn't want to interact with a bunch of drunk orcs. He's got like basically a fear or a phobia of orcs, having spent so much time in the barn. and then picking on them all the time. He just doesn't like orcs.
Alright.
So book it back across the street to the circle pit. Okay.
I'll do that.
You
Okay.
guys-
I can tell everybody else is,
rest.
he goes, and what I usually do is I just wait right here at the door until they announce the winner so we know who actually won. And then we'll go ahead and go into the circle trends. Before there's any kind of lines or anything, we don't want to wait in line. And sure enough, you hear the Bradley has defeated Fright Night in the final round. And then he goes, okay, yeah, we can go back to Waterdeep now.
Ooh, let's do it.
And he goes in and he pays for the three of you, but his is on account. And he says, and the little goblin dragon guy says, you be careful out there, Carl, else we'll be seeing you in the morning. And he just like, yeah, whatever. And he casts the transportation circle, and you all go back through to Waterdeep.
Okay.
And he goes, all right, that was a great trip. That was a great trip to Riverside. Let's go back to the bar and tell everybody how great it was. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
let's do it.
What time is it?
Midnight.
Midnight? Okay. So all the shops are closed?
Yeah, except for bars.
Okay. So the carpet shop is closed?
Carpet shop is closed.
Thank you there, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perfect time to go in and get that contract. What I want to know is if that contract is magical or not. Because if it's magical, if it's destroyed, so is his agreement.
That is a fair question. I know this is kind of ex post facto, but if it was magical, because I'm assuming I held it or at least saw it.
Yeah, she didn't actually let you hold it, but you were touching it and bending it towards you so you could read the words, because obviously you were looking for anything that she might leave out. But no, it just seemed like regular parchment paper.
Were I Cork and Pork, I would have copies of it in my possession. So destroying his copy, I don't know what impact that's going to have.
We'll destroy both.
I mean, not wrong.
Right?
We just need to know how many copies there are. That's kind of rough. We don't know how many copies there are, then just going after that one kind of makes it moot.
So our
However,
assignment to
that being
kill him
said,
or make sure he stays
that folder
Kill him and bring back proof that he's dead.
that had the contract and
Technically, you already killed him
what
once.
the rest
Right.
of
But you had no proof.
was
Right.
in it, personally.
I agree. Because I could have more information.
Okay, so we have Inara take Carl back to the bar. Carl continues his drinking. Inara continues to encourage. You sneak into the warehouse. I'm nearby. Good.
Does Carl like to
Anything
play
go awry.
games?
And you can let me know via telepathy if any guards are coming.
Doesn't interfere with drinking.
I have to be able to see you.
You have to be able to see me.
Okay.
I have a gaming site. I'm proficient at. I thought that's how I could distract him.
Oh, okay.
I have to be able to see you, and it has a 30-foot range.
Do you have like thaumaturgy, anything like that? You can make a noise. Minor illusion makes a noise, doesn't it? You can?
I think you can do a noise.
And you have minor illusion, don't you?
I do have minor illusion. That is one of my warlock cantrips.
You can definitely do a sound with that. Something inconspicuous that I would know what the sound is. Range from a whisper to a scream. So,
Hold
Yeah.
on a second. Let me double check something here. I can't remember how dissonant whispers work.
Well, that's
I don't know if
mean.
that's an attack or if it's
No, that's definitely an attack.
it's an attack. Okay, then. So yeah,
I will click over here to my.
Okay, you can cast it up to 30 feet, and you can cast it as loud as a scream. So even if you cast it into the building, I'll hear it.
All right, good. I'm down with that.
It's something.
Yeah. And it's a cantrip, so I can do as many times as necessary. I can also use it as a way to distract whoever is coming in too.
Right.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys do?
He's breaking in to steal the contract, and I am waiting in the shadows.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace on both
Create
of
a
us.
distraction.
Okay. Yep. You go inside. You don't see anybody through the front door, window.
Is there a window maybe like on the side, like an alleyway, or anything else that's kind of out? Yeah. That's
Sure.
probably what I do.
Yeah, all the windows are up pretty high though. Like there's carpet stacked against the wall and a window at the top just for like ventilation.
Oh, it's that small then. If I try to go through the front door, yeah. Well, we just need to get in. Yeah, I mean that's the only spot that's available is the front door. Is there a back door?
Yeah, there's actually a back door. It looks like it's for wagon loading.
But it'll still get me in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try the back door first.
Okay. It's locked.
For now.
I can try. So you're going to go ahead and pick the lock?
Yeah.
You're looking for alarms or traps or anything like that?
Yes.
You shouldn't say anything.
Okay. What do you want me to roll to check it? To pick it?
Sleight of hand. With proficiency, because these tools. Assume you have these tools.
So 27 plus proficiency, 5. Another 5. Yeah.
30. Yeah, it's a really simple lock. You pop it open, you slip inside, you lock it behind you. No, you don't have to lock it behind you, but you could. It's that simple.
I'm going to leave it unlocked just for now, just in case.
Okay. The warehouse is actually very dark. You have dark vision, don't you?
I do.
And you notice that there is a, what do you call that? A night watchman. And he's walking around, but he doesn't see you.
Okay.
He's been doing this for many years, and every night there's nobody there. Why would there be somebody
It's
there?
routine. Yeah.
So he walks right past you.
Make my way to the second floor.
Okay.
It's Stanley from Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm gonna get so fired.
And I still am looking for any sort of traps, tripwires, just anything.
And you go up to the second floor, and as you come up the stairs, right? You're being very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You come up the stairs, and there's Marjorie working at her desk.
God damn it.
She's still working at 1 a.m.
Is it dark in here though?
Yeah, there's a light on her desk.
Is that one number C? Is that out of the light or kind of like?
Actually, out of the light.
I will try to make my way over.
Okay. I imagine you're gonna have no problem with that. But go ahead and roll for stealth anyway.
Let me roll again. That's 29, just going off of that, and then 20. Yeah, 29. Yeah.
29. You get right over there to the thing. You open the drawer without being noticed, and you see the big thick folder, cork and pork.
I'm gonna take all the contents.
All right, the whole thing,
The whole thing.
and then you're gonna sneak back downstairs.
Sneak back downstairs.
All right, make one more stealth check. Even
27.
if Marjorie's like the most perceptive clerk ever, she's not gonna be fine. So
Yeah. I forgot. I have Pass Without a Trace on too. So it's another 10. I mean, 37.
okay. So you go again out the back door.
Yeah.
Lock it behind you.
Lock it behind me.
All right. The guard does not notice you. He wasn't even close this time. And you get outside and you've got the whole folder.
Yep. I got the whole folder. Where is Lester in compared to this? You go by the back door or you by the front?
Up front, that's where you went in.
Front? Okay.
No, he went in the back door.
I went in the back.
Oh. Apologies, I missed that little deal. That was near the back.
So you're near the back. You're near where he went in. All right, and he brings the folder over you and he goes, I took the whole folder. It's about 4 inches thick.
There's got to be something in here. I took all of it.
All right.
I say we go back and review. See what we got here.
What language is in it?
That's a good question.
It's making fun.
Work.
Are you going back to the bar or are you going back to your rooms?
Going back to our rooms.
Okay. You go back to the rooms and you open the thing and on the front, the top thing is invoice for last month and it shows the 200 gold pieces retainer and then it's got 3 different dates, each listed for 500 gold pieces each.
Is that whole stack just that, basically? Just
Yep.
all of
That's a month before. That's a month before. But what wasn't right there on the top was the contract.
It was gone?
Yeah.
Ooh, I did not even look. I just grabbed. It was probably still on the desk.
Because she never put it back.
She'll never put it back. God damn it.
Now you got a whole file of invoices.
How far those invoices go back?
They go back to his birth, although the first 2 years there were no additional charges. It was just 200 gold pieces. And you notice that the sometimes it says cork and pork at the top, and sometimes it says pork and cork. Like they can't agree on the names, so every time one of them orders stationery, he gets it with his name in front. But they were all filed under C because the first one came cork and pork, and Marjorie's put them all in the same place ever since.
How many years is that?
27 years times 12 months.
And all he's done is just get himself killed.
Yeah, well, not for the first few years. But there was one at about age 2, probably just fell down the stairs or something.
He fell down a well.
How old did Cork and Pork look?
They looked magical to the point where you couldn't tell, but they were obviously very, very mature, especially for an orc. But there's some kind of enhancement going on there too.
Another expo factor. Would you allow me an Arcana check to figure out what exactly is going on?
Sure. I there's really nothing going on. I haven't told you, but.
Well, I want to know what it is, and I know, fuck all, never mind. They got a hell of a nourishment, an exfoliating program, what they got going on.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Their regimen just keep their skin just looking that nice and green and greasy, it's just perfect.
A lot of boar milk baths, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But you can tell that for an orc, they're definitely seniors, and also that they lived very wealthy for a long time.
If this first invoice is any indication, yeah, it's $1,700 a month for just one. Yeah, they're living a high hog.
Yeah, that would be it. The high hog.
Okay.
So my only thought is now that the papers are gone, if she goes to put the contract away, all the papers are gone. So I gotta put the papers back.
Let's wait 2 hours before you do that.
Yeah. Wait a little bit first.
Okay. So you wait 2 hours and you go and put the papers back?
Yeah, so 3 a.m., middle of the night, what happens?
You sneak back in, and this time though the guard's asleep. As you get to the second level, Marjorie's no longer working at her desk, and when you get back to the file cabinet to put it back in, you want to put them in alphabetical order, of course. You notice that there's a new folder there that says Cork and Pork Replacement, and inside that is the contract.
You know, I just gotta totally mess with her, make sure think she's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other ones back in. I'm gonna take the replacement one. Before I leave, though, I want to check her desk.
Okay. Her desk, it has nothing on it at this point. When you were there before, there were lots of papers, but she's put it all away before she left for the day.
Is there any drawers?
There are drawers, but they contain things like a nail file, an umbrella, change of clothes.
Okay.
Did
No
you open
papers.
the file and make sure the contract was in it that you pulled?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there.
When you saw it there, it was like, there's the
Just
contract.
checking.
Oh wait, it was a copy. What if this is a copy of the contract? I won't know.
I thought it was frozen.
Yes.
Just about to
No,
ask
I
you.
wasn't. Thank you.
Like, is it
Put
frozen?
the folder out. All I have was invoices in.
Yeah.
Go back in, put the folder back, you see a replacement folder, and the contract was there.
Yeah.
It means she was reviewing the contract. Is it the end of the month or is it still the beginning of the month?
You know what? You don't do a lot with time, you know, being interdimensional and everybody's calendar and stuff like that. But you can tell from the from the announcements at the arena that this is like middle of the month because they're gonna have a bunch of fancy stuff at the end of the month. So you're somewhere in the middle of the month.
She may have just not put it back yet.
Based on that, why is she reviewing the contract?
She probably wants to kill him.
Well, I mean, she might not have put it back yet, depending. Oh yeah, might want to kill him.
Then we should put it back in the file after I finish talking with her.
Yeah, but earlier she had pulled it back out sometime during the day.
Clearly, that's what's puzzling me. But then again, maybe I'm hyper focusing on a random detail for nothing.
You never know.
Maybe. But yeah, go ahead and mess with her. Go ahead and mess with her.
So you're putting the invoices back, but you're taking the contract?
Yes.
Okay.
She put the invoices back in the one that says replacement.
You couldn't have.
We never
That would be a
agreed
true
about
guess.
taking or not taking, so whatever you decide.
You know, I will
that's
do that.
on- that's on to you.
I'll put all the
Put all the invoices in the new folder.
Yes.
And you take the old folder and the contract outside to show them the listing.
Yep.
Alright. So he comes back out, guard was still sleeping. You basically open the lock now, having done it 3 times. You just, it's like it has a handle on it.
Pretty much, just twist it.
And so he comes back out and he shows you the old folder with the contract in it. Did you want to do something to the contract?
Read it.
Do you have detect magic?
It's a single sheet, right?
Maybe it's a single sheet.
Paper.
Single sheet of paper.
I'm gonna copy it.
Alright. That takes like an hour, I think.
We'll go back to the end. We'll do it. Go back.
Alright, you go back to the inn and you copy it.
When I detect magic on it, I'm already back at the
At
end.
this point,
I put him to sleep.
yeah, he's already fallen asleep again, so you put him back in his bunk, and now you're back at the, okay. And you want guys to take magic on the sheet? No, there's nothing magic about it.
Can I read it?
Huh? Yeah.
Do I see anything in it that they missed? From
Does the contract look the same to you, Lester, as it did when you first saw it?
That's the question I was waiting to ask.
Yeah, doesn't look like it's been changed or anything. And you can tell it's, you know, it's a 27-year-old piece of paper. It's been handled a few
That would
times.
be my next question. 27 years old. Okay.
But, you know, that's pretty sturdy paper, you know, with the technology,
Evidently. Huh.
that vellum stuff.
All right. I continue to make my notes.
He makes a copy. No, it looks, it has a bunch of stuff in there about like, if the boy is injured, that a bunch of stuff like they're not going to get paid. So, like the mother wrote the contract. She was very worried about the boy being harassed or abused while he was at the bar.
He is harassed.
And he still is.
Yeah. But never any but it specified physical injuries. So.
So just verbal abuse?
Yeah, verbal abuse is fine. His mother didn't even think about that.
My inner thoughts just grab the contract.
If Jeff was here, he would eat it. I'm sure he would have eaten the entire folder.
Yeah, we'll just shove it in Jeff's gullet.
No, I want to keep this. When we no longer need it, he can eat it.
So you have to keep it. Don't give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's going in my sack.
They stole an artifact of the society, basically, like the Constitution on display.
We didn't steal. We retreat.
Turns out they stole it. They've been lied to.
Uh-huh.
And so Jeff was like, "Well, fuck it. I just eat it."
It's like eating the Declaration of Independence.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, obviously the contract is very thorough.
It doesn't define what is permanent death.
It does not define permanent death. They just assume the reader would have some legal precedent for permanent death.
It kind of is hard to tell if they're going to stone him every time he dies. What constitutes permanent death?
Exactly.
You know what? We need to figure out what makes a contract null and void.
Well, I should know that as a diplomat.
What can he do that makes that contract null and void?
What can he do? None of it seemed to be based on his own anything that he does. If the orcs injure him, then it would nullify the contract.
It nullifies it, or just he doesn't have to pay?
They no longer make payments.
Interesting.
Does it have to be an orc, or just
Yeah.
while he's in custody?
No, it has to be. It has to occur at the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or any agent of Cork and Pork of Riverside Entertainment.
So we pay one of those gladiators to kill him when he's in the barn.
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah. I was thinking about, try something like that.
I mean,
It depends how much they get paid.
yeah.
Because these people, they die and come back all the time, so they gotta be made of gold. With how much it costs to come
Or
back.
they're true gladiators and they're slaves.
You never know. Yeah, that's another valid point. But then it costs money to bring them back nonetheless, so they can't just be slaves, because why would you spend 500 gold on a slave?
Because you make a hell of a lot more on the fight.
It's true. They said Cork and Pork run the arena, and there are a lot of people there. That goes on every day.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. If you have fighters you can eternally bring back to kick each other's ass and kill each other,
You would, right?
yeah, it's a business decision. It has nothing to do with who they're bringing back. Except for their fighting abilities.
Right.
That's a interesting note. There is none of the orcs seemed more than 15 or 16 years old. The fighters, the gladiators themselves. So while Cork and Pork were very old, the gladiators were just in their prime orc fighters. Most orcs mature at like age 12 or so. But these guys are experienced fighters, but not by any means old.
I ain't go to bed now and sleep.
Yeah, we definitely need to rest now. We'll figure something out in the morning.
Okay, everybody takes a long rest.
Yay!
Yay.
Frustrated points returned. Period small returned.
Excuse me. What? Dead air? Dead air?
Yeah, today.
Dead air.
Finish a long rest. What's the plan for today?
Yeah. You guys play in just a minute while I pee.
Sounds good. Well, like the paying the guard to kill him. We're paying the gladiator to kill him.
Well, that also is the other thing I was about to bring up. The fights seem to be the best time to pull this off.
Right.
Because everybody's going to be in the arena. Well, majority of people are going to be in the arena.
We need to find one
So
of
we
these.
pay a fighter to throw the fight so he gets summoned to the barn and then can kill him, but we had to make sure right before he throws the fight, somebody kills Carl so that he gets summoned to the barn. Or right after. Guess it could be right after. Because then he'd be waiting on him. So we get a gladiator on our payroll, basically.
Buy all the gladiators. Whoever gets there first.
Yeah, we could. We could just buy them all.
I don't think we can afford to pay them all.
How many are there?
12. Gladiators, I assume, right?
Yeah.
You mean we get them to do it for 500 gold each?
500 gold each?
Yeah.
No, we can't afford that.
Yeah, I can. I got that much on me. I'm Princess Anora. Money is not a problem.
What was the contract for?
The whole point was
10,000 gold pieces.
killing Carl D. Smith is so we get the bounty.
I don't care about money. I got plenty of money. I'm just around for the ride, I guess. Kind of fun. I was gonna try to really assassinate him before, I had some.
Turned out to be complicated.
I know. I wanted to do the whole
complicated.
check out his sleep patterns, do the whole look like it was a natural death, poison in the mouth while sleeping.
Pour acid down his throat.
Pretty much, a thread coming down from the.
I say this contract.
She got her thread.
And the poison comes down the thread.
I'm sorry, Brock, I didn't hear you.
I say this whole contract and what's been set up kind of makes that practically possible to accomplish by normal means.
Right. You definitely have to kill him in the barn.
But we have to get in the barn. But the
That's
question is
the
getting
whole thing. I
out.
just want to try to figure out how can we get in the barn.
Hey, why don't you go see if you can get yourself a contract? We'll kill you so you get sent to the barn. So you can kill him when he goes there.
Yeah, I'm betting it'd be cheaper to buy off the gladiators.
No, it wouldn't.
We'll find out how much a contract is.
At the amount you're talking about, no, it would not be cheap.
The last thing I want is that contract to fail and we kill him and he stays dead. That's the only thing. Oh, hello.
Hello. Hey, Nimbus.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
No.
What's up, buddy?
Don't get in that.
How's it
You
going?
can say hi to me all you want.
Asshole. Okay, still like the idea about seeing what it would take for me to get a contract.
Yeah, because then you're going to check out the barn.
Hey,
Well, I want to see this barn.
how you doing?
Yeah. That's gonna be the big deciding factor how we're going to do this. We need to be able to see inside the barn. What's up, asshole? I see you on the camera, asshole.
Actually, you just see a tail, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say that's something is we need to see inside the barn. You can ask about a contract, maybe get one that way, and then you can ask at least to see it. Hopefully they want to show. There you go, now you see it.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we get a contract for
Sir?
Jeff?
Right? Get one for all of us.
Then when the Rosh Hashanah comes to kill him, he'll just get summoned to the barn and he can take care of this. And then we can just put it in a pin until he gets killed by the Rosh Hashanah. And Jeff can take care of it.
Well, let me ask this. Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
when Carl Newsmith, when Carl Newsmith gets killed, does him and all the belongings he had on him at that time go to the barn?
Yeah. Sometimes he even takes the tankard with him. Holding in his hand. Boop.
Just partying, having a good time. Yeah. How'd I get here?
Okay, other thoughts are occurring to me. Whoever mentioned the idea about Jeff having a contract, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a nuisance for us to always have to come back here to pick him up, though. But still like it.
We'll know where he's at.
True.
Well,
Okay, so let's start this. Let's go to Riverside. Let's talk to Pork and Pork.
Okay, so you assume you're going to noon? That's when the porter was
Yes,
coming?
we're still doing the afternoon trip.
Alright, are you guys talking to Carl Newsmith before you leave, or just blow him off for the day?
We'll see him in the morning.
Okay.
I told him last night I had to do my hair today, and so I might not see him.
Rabbit's doing her
He's
hair.
gonna remember that.
Honey.
Have you seen my hair? It goes down past my tail. It's a hell of a long time to braid this shit.
All right, so you have a few beers with Carl before you head out at noon.
Oh, of course.
tastes better than that work beer.
It is better than the
Yes.
other beer. Our new
And
beer
we
is
have
much
plants
better.
here.
And they do have plants here.
You can have your carrots.
I put some in my bag.
Carrot rations to go.
All right, and I Nora had already paid for the tickets, so the three of you go to Riverside.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Yes.
new. It's new. Okay.
And those tickets, are they round trip or are they one way?
That was one way.
Fast.
One way.
Okay.
A lot of people will circle trans over and sail back, depending on what you're doing.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and reserve our return tickets before we leave,
Okay.
just so it's ready to go. At least is what I would do.
All right. This time the guy starts asking questions. He's like, "So you guys are off-worlders? Did I ever hear that?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool, man. Did you see anything cool on other worlds? What do they look like?"
I lean in and I tell him conspiratorially, "There's a planet of nothing but wars."
He goes, "Oh man, that must suck. I would not spend any time there."
No, we didn't. I didn't.
Dwarves are almost extinct
After
here.
Floating space, I'll tell him about so I won't say what the name of the place is, but I described this out to him, what it's like there. How it's basically just a big asteroid floating around there in the astral sea.
And he thinks that he goes, yeah, I don't think I'd do good there. Doesn't sound like a lot of circle trains.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, it's too small. Yeah, my dream is to go to a planet, a really big planet with lots of cities. Lots of circle trains. I'm good at it.
Well, there is a planet. I don't know if it's still there anymore. But there are these people, they call themselves Price Gouge. Price Gouge Incorporated.
He goes, oh, I remember we said the Gouge family here on this planet years and years ago.
Ah, that explains the circle trains.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much an independent contractor nowadays, but I understand they used to have like big giant rooms and hundreds of people would use it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could get rich on a planet like that.
Yeah, you could.
You know where we can find Quark and Pork?
Does that sate him in all of his questions, or is
Yeah, no, he was just making small talk. So he goes ahead and opens up the transportation circle and you guys go through.
Oh, I thought we were done.
Yeah, then we're also going to
Sorry.
go ahead and again reserve our tickets for the return trip.
Oh, right. Right. Oh, you want to talk to that guy about where Cork and Park is? He goes, oh, yeah, they move around between the big meeting halls, depending on the day. I mean, they're kind of like celebrities, so they just kind of hang out all day, and people ask them for stuff, and people try to, get their babies board into the barn, and then other people will, there's a lot of courtesan types, who want to get their attention, get their favor. So they pretty much just hold court almost as if they were kings. But they move around from bar to bar. So try and do the big bars near the arena. I'm sure they'll be in one of them.
Okay.
All right. Then we go from bar to bar to bar until we find them.
Okay. Yeah, like the third bar, and the orc bars are really big, tables. And so you go in a couple and kind of walk around, and there's people drinking at all hours. Orcs being, many orcs are nocturnal, but many orcs are also farmers, so there's always business going on, always meals being served. When you get to the third one, you notice that there's one corner in the back where everybody's kind of keeping their distance, although there's a small crowd gathered, at the corner table. So you assume that's Cork and Pork there.
To the Lord Jesus.
Could be.
Okay.
All right. So you guys walk over to the near the area, so you can see what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're you see them there eating. They're eating. They don't seem to be big drinkers though. They like to keep their wits about them, but they do have some beer to go with their food. But they're eating a couple of large slabs of roast boar. And there's a lot of this morning. There's a lot of actually young women trying to get hired, basically.
Get hired, like companion hired?
Yeah, like companion hired.
I'm apparently in the wrong business.
I'm in the wrong business.
And you say that in character and aloud.
Yeah, so they don't really notice you hanging out there at the edges of the crowd.
Notice me.
There's a lot of people just looking in. You're gonna flap your ears a little bit so they do notice you.
Gonna be flirting with my ears.
And Cork actually calls you over. He goes, hey, bunny lady.
Me?
Yeah, come on over. Let's talk.
Oh, I'd love to.
And he says, "You're not from around here, but let me introduce myself. I'm Cork, Sorcerer Supreme. This is my companion, Pork.
Well,
And we run a stable of gladiators, and they're always looking for new entertainment. Would you be interested in working for us?"
oh, what would that entail?
Well, basically, we go on a daily basis. You would accompany us back to the barn at midnight and leave at 6 a.m. You, of course, would be escorted in and out due to various security measures that would be pertinent. But we'll pay you 30 gold per night. And by per night, it's just midnight to 6. We don't need you any other hours.
And how long is the assignment for?
Well, I'm not sure how popular you're going to be with the guys, but or the girls, but you know, as long as they're interested, we'll keep having you back.
All right, well, let's go. Let's try.
All right. Well, meet us at the barn at midnight.
All right. How do I get there? I'm out of world.
And he just laughs. He goes, "If you go out to see the big arena,
Uh-huh.
then north of the big arena, there's a big barn.
Thank you.
Just meet us there."
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm in.
I know a lot of the orc girls and human girls are like, "Oh."
I just twitched my tail at him. So, yeah, I telepathically were like, I'm in. They hired me.
That was easy.
Alright. I'm still here. I'm not frozen. I'm still
No, I can tell that time.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Now we got to plan all over
All I
again.
do is flap my ears.
Should have did this from
Well,
the start.
My plan is still the same.
Good.
They still got to
and
die
that
inside the
is
barn.
To see about getting a contract.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to approach?
Yeah, I'm just going to make my way towards their table.
Okay. There's sort of a line of young women there. Are you basically just walking past them?
I don't pay any mind to it.
Yeah,
I'm walking up towards.
And she's like, "Hey, buddy, nobody needs goblin dick that much. Get the back of the line."
And I keep walking. Keep on walking.
And so you make a little bit of disturbance with the suitors there, and or the would-be companions. So Cork and Pork notice you walking up, so they take an interest. They stop eating and they sit up a little bit, and they're like, "Do we know you, sir? Do we have some business arranged?"
I grab a chair, I pull it up, I get up on it.
You want to get up on the chair?
I'm hoping to actually have some business arrangement with you.
I see it. What sort of business are you in?
I'm sure you are aware of Mr. Carl Newsmith.
Oh yeah, the carpet guy.
Yeah.
They look at each other.
He told me about an arrangement that you guys have with him.
Oh, okay.
And we a little bit closer, like.
Well, technically we have an arrangement with his mother. I understand she's deceased now, but the contract was written so that it would continue on after her death. So we don't really have any business with Carl per se, just Carl's mother. And as long as the Newsmith Carpeting keeps paying the bills, we still have an arrangement with them.
Told you we just need to see him.
And it's that type of arrangement that I'm hoping to kind of set up with you folks as well.
Oh, I see. Do you have a pregnant mistress or wife?
Ah, so that's the rub. They have to be pregnant in order for this type of contract to work.
Well, yeah. Of course, you have to be born in another plane to be summoned to this plane with a summoning spell.
Alright, then that kind of.
I remember Mrs. Newsmith. You remember her? She was really nice. She stayed with us for like maybe 3 weeks. She kept tidying up. It's really cute.
Women tend to do that for some reason. I don't understand it.
Nesting.
Right.
But anyways, if that's how that works, that kind of ruins what I was hoping to pull. So,
Good thing we got a backup plan.
yeah. So for that, I do apologize for interrupting your meal, gentlemen. This adventure.
No trouble at all. We're always looking to provide services for the correct
Blame
fees.
Right.
So if anyone else is interested in that sort of thing,
Was Jeff born in a different planet?
I have to warn you though, it's quite expensive.
Oh, from what,
Yeah, ask him how much.
said, yeah, it's not cheap. However, could I have my own spawn that needs to be protected? I will keep you guys in mind.
He sighs just a little bit and he goes, yeah, I don't really want a bunch of little goblin snots running around the barn, but for the right price, we can put up with just about anything.
What if they
That's
were
what I
already
like.
born in a different
Honesty.
plane?
Directness. I like it.
If someone was born in a different plane,
Mm-hmm.
they would have to be summoned from that plane to this plane.
Oh, so they still couldn't do it.
So, that just goes back down to it. In order to kill Carl, you gotta be in that plane to do it.
That's where Carl was born.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You know, I have a question for you. Which one's Cork and which one's Pork? Just so I know what we're addressing.
Well, Cork, obviously. Pork's the fat one.
Hence the name.
Good to know.
They both look about the same weight, actually, so it doesn't really...
I mean, a little getting conspiratorial, like, how does that plane work exactly?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, we inherited it, so I don't really know.
Insight check. And I got 19.
Okay, yeah, no, he's telling the truth. Somebody else in his family created that demiplane, and it's just been there for a long time.
And it's an actual Debbie plane. It's not a pocket dimension.
Yeah, okay, one of the two, doesn't matter.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is, my sack. Can I go into that plane with a sack?
Oh,
Yeah, going.
Oh.
yeah, if you use the portal. Yeah, no, we've carried bags of holding in and out. It's never been a problem.
It's not like you're flipping it inside out.
So if he got into his bag of holding and I took it in, that would get him in.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Well,
Because I'm already going in at midnight.
You can bring all of us in, technically.
yeah. There we go. Yes.
So we go on the.
We have a plan.
Okay. So we got a way to get in now.
Now we gotta just get Carl dead.
Yes.
Or we go in every night until he dies. And just keep our cover.
Or we can just find someone that's eager enough for money and pay them.
Or we just cut out the middleman and do it ourselves.
That's easy enough.
Kind of.
Can do it at night when he's going to bed.
Well, here's my idea. It sounds like the Circle Trans runs all nights. There's no shut-off time.
No, actually, it doesn't run all night, but yeah, basically you gotta wake the guy up though. But there's a bell. Like after hours, ring the bell.
After hours fee, I'm assuming applies.
Probably, yeah. But it definitely runs until after the fights. Right? That's when you came back before. So that's after midnight.
Okay. And did they both step away?
Yeah, they're within earshot though.
We can hear you.
Okay. Alright, so what we could do is this. Now I'll be way too conspicuous. Damn it. Poor brain work.
So we, once I get in there, once Carl's there, I like throw up a hypnotic pattern to divert everybody, and we kill Carl and then get the fuck out. How does that not happen?
Do we plan on coming back here?
Honestly, not. Don't really have any plan when to come back here.
I mean,
Once we've done the deed.
Well, then we shouldn't take the circle trans there. We should take the ship. Probably be good to have a getaway and that's not the circle trans, because these orcs are not going to be happy once Carl, their money, basically their money well is dead. Because once he's dead, so is their money well. So we need to think about that we're about to piss off all these orcs.
I don't plan to come back to this planet.
We had to get off the planet is what I'm saying.
the only issue with taking the ships is it'll take a bit of time to get there.
Yeah, that's true. 5 or 6 days. That's
Mhm.
true. Alright, you guys decide. And next week we'll
Damn it.
confront them.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, Nara's already set to go in there at midnight. We're already here. Carl is going water deep.
Let's just kill him before we go.
You're already there.
Hmm?
We're already there.
I'm saying when it comes time to kill him, we'll just kill him when he doesn't expect it.
Okay. Based on what the contract says, he goes to the demi-plane and he stays there until the morning.
Till 6 a.m. Just like me.
So
Doesn't he
that
have stuff
being
there?
so that being said, what we could do,
No, because you're not summoning, you're going through the door.
Okay.
what we could do is we can go ahead and circle trans back to Waterdeep, get tickets for the next fight, we go back to Riverside, we say we went here to conduct some business fell through, but we wanted to come back for the next fight. We kill Carl now. His body goes to that demi-plane. It's there until the morning. We go back to Riverside for the fight. Inara does her thing, goes into the demi-plane. Yeah, she is going to them because that's where the gladiators are going to that died.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no, we're assuming that last bit. You know, fuck us. Okay. Long, complicated, but this should work. We go back to Waterdeep now.
Alright.
We sneakily kill Sam Carl. I mean, if I have to, I will do greater invisibility on myself, stab him, he die, he goes away, nobody sees me do it. Then we later on go to Riverside, just in time for the fights. Okay, while everybody is distracted to the fights, we find some way to sneak into the barn, which will take us into that demi-plane, because again, there's only 2 orc guards there. They should be fairly easy to dispatch. Yeah, again, I'm assuming there. We dispatch them. We go through that door, which should take us to that pocket dimension.
The only one issue with that, the only one issue with that is how many gladiators are going to be in there.
Well, it doesn't matter because I bring the foosh. Here, if anybody else is collateral damage for this one.
That's true.
Carl is the turret.
You're planning on trying to get them dead before I ever go in. Because I don't go in until after the fights.
If she goes in after the fights.
I go in at midnight, which is after the fights.
Why go in after midnight?
Because that's what I was hired to do!
Well, hold on. We do that when everybody's in there. That's just more for us to deal with. If we do it while the fights are going on, people are distracted, and there's less in there, and really just Carl that will have to deal with, and whoever else happened to be in there.
It's true. And at this point, we just need to kill the guy.
But anyways, that's what I'm thinking would work.
At this point, I'm for it.
Well, I've already been hired, so I have to go in at midnight whether you guys have killed Carl or not.
Well, if we fail, as a backup plan, you can go in there and just stab him to death.
I mean, why do you have to go in there after midnight?
I mean, you were hired for it, but if we kill him off, you don't have to do the hired job. You can just leave.
Yeah.
I have a reputation.
Do you really want to sully your reputation with orcs?
The Lord help me. How did I get caught up with this group? Why did I say?
For the adventure.
Oh, the adventure. That's it.
That's always it.
Alright, well, you guys just decide because I'm gonna die before we have a decision on what we're doing. There's no plants on this planet. I'm gonna starve. Now you make up your mind how we're gonna kill Carl.
No, there's no plants
In
in
Riverside.
Same difference.
It's just Riverside that's like that.
Yeah, there were plants in Waterdeep. You didn't have any problems in Waterdeep.
Are we back in Waterdeep yet? Or no?
I can't leave. I've already been hired. George's gonna keep me around.
Right now we're still in Riverside. We haven't settled on a plan just yet.
I'm tempted just to go back through the portal, go find him, stab him in the neck, and come back. I mean, I'm just tempted.
Yeah, that's to be the bigger inconspicuous. But again, that's why I say we do that. We say we went to Riverside, conduct some business. It fell through, but we'll say that we're coming back for the fights.
I could probably make it so he.
We're doing our day drinking in Waterdeep because the beer's better, but we'll come back later for the fights.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Hell, to make it just to sell it, I'll buy a couple of bottles to take with us.
So back to the circle chance.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing.
All right, but you tell the guy you're coming back for the fights.
Yes.
So you'll see him later.
Yes.
Okay.
We're just throwing money at this thing.
Are they gonna let me leave?
Yeah, he just told you to meet him at midnight.
Okay.
Alright, we go back. And alright, you think you can try and pull that slipping Carl the poison, the sleep poison again?
I have to get him pretty drunk.
He's been drinking most of the day.
I can always try to take it and slide a hand at it.
Yeah, but he also drinks most of the day, every day. So.
Yeah.
I can probably get away with that.
Yeah, I can distract him while you slide a hand. I like that plan.
You guys can just distract him and I'll pour some poison in his drink.
Alright?
Knock him out. Take him to the room in the back. Oh no, he fell and hit his head and he poofed away.
There you go.
I could convince him to kill himself to meet me in the bar. Tell him I got a job and I can protect him in the bar. And we can like have a good time.
Come to the barn tonight for a good time. You just gotta kill yourself
Exactly.
first.
Yeah, just kill yourself.
It's to die for.
My massages are to die for.
All right, so somebody's killing Carl. Who's doing that? You gonna do that?
We're all working on it together.
So we're gonna poison him. We're gonna put him out and knock him out first. Or you guys just want me to honestly just, how many people are in the timer right now?
There's probably 5 or 6 people standing around drinking with Carl.
With Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that means I'm gonna have to magic hand
Jesus,
through all.
God. Oh no, accident, poof.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Go back. We continue to drink for a little while, make it, just sell it, make it look good, because again, this is not unusual.
Has
For
anyone
Carl.
just killed him for
Something
fun?
happens. We say goodbye, everybody. Like, we're going to go see the fights. We go
Okay.
see the fights.
Nobody's gonna notice your sleight of hand, so don't bother with that. Just make your attack roll and see if it works.
To kill him?
Yeah, obviously you have advantage. He doesn't know it's coming.
Okay.
Probably not gonna roll level 1s, right?
Let's see. What's advantage? It's advantage. 16 plus 10, 26.
All right, and damage? Never mind.
Poof.
It's a sneak attack, so.
He just. I don't know what happened. He just.
All right, so nobody was looking because if Inara was wiggling or something.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say I was gonna do a little ear dance. You know.
Okay. That gets everybody's attention. He yanks Carl. Carl goes poof. Everybody turns back there and goes, "Hey man, where's Carl?"
Why him overdrank? He just poofed away.
What? Carl drank too much? I can't believe that.
Wow, how much did that take?
And then one guy goes, "Well, see you guys tomorrow," and he just leaves.
Carl always buys.
Exactly.
Time to go get some rest.
Go do something else. Carl's not
Yeah,
buying today.
Carl's not buying now.
So everybody kind of says their goodbyes and leaves.
See, the thing is, he dies so much, no one blinks an eye when he just disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We could have easily just walked in and stabbed him, and
yeah.
people would have been like, "Oh, well, someone else has tried to kill him. We'll be back tomorrow."
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
we
one.
didn't know that before. We decided to make friends with them. So, trouble we have to go through to kill somebody, we decided to call friends.
So you guys stay at the bar then until almost fight time?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the apothecary still open?
Yeah.
Can I buy something that would actually kill him? Not just put him to sleep?
Yeah.
Can I buy something in a lipstick?
No.
No? I can just kiss him to death? Because I love that plan.
No. No.
Right?
They don't have anything that sophisticated.
Okay.
But they do have like rat poison. Okay.
Okay. Get some rat poison.
Make them foam from the mouth.
Just in case. I want to back up. Just in case if we're getting to this plane and my weapons don't work or my spells don't or something doesn't work, you guys can't get out of the hole. I want some.
What hole are we talking about?
They were going in the hole. That was the backup plan. Yeah, this is just the backup plan for the backup plan.
Wait,
Yeah.
aren't you getting in the hole for the backup plan?
Oh, we need to get in the hole to get there.
Aren't you coming with me?
I said, no, we're going to be going in before the end of the fights, remember?
And sneak in before the
Using the
fight.
fights.
Oh,
The fights
All the fights are
are...
going on.
Because then you know Cork and Pork and all the gladiators are already there.
But he has no knowledge on whether he can actually get into that plane.
Right. So that's why you need a backup plan. Okay.
Because he won't get in.
Open the door, there's nothing there.
All right, so you guys go back. Everybody's filtering into the arena.
I'd say let's give it a good 45 minutes to let everybody else get in there so there's fewer people out on the streets.
Okay.
Then we make our way.
There's always a couple of clusters of people just standing around drinking in the plaza though because they can't afford tickets or whatever, or they don't want to spend the whole night there, so they don't buy tickets. So it never quite gets to zero, but it's 16 people standing around the plaza.
Basically, what we're going to be trying to do here is going to be a quick, the quickest cowabunga you can think of. We kill the guards outside, we go in, we get everybody in there, and then we leave.
Yep. Okay.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, this is really going to suck. But we're rested, we have our resources, so we're ready.
God. This is going to be interesting.
Well, we can't dimension door into it. I don't know why he thinks we can just walk into it.
It's a portal. That's how portals work. You just walk in them.
Okay.
All right. So the three of you go up the staircase to get to the balcony.
It seems like that's very conspicuous.
Yes, we're going to make this a blitz attack as quick as we possibly can.
Alright.
Are we doing this stealthily or are we just all in? Just breaking down the door?
Again, I said, I'm cowabungy.
All right.
Oh, we just throw a
If I
flag
have
down
to all
there.
start off, when it comes to those two guards, how close together are they?
They're about 10 feet apart. So I mean, there's a square between them, basically.
Yeah, a wall of barrel.
Okay, good. Okay. I would say, hey, here's a pineapple for you. Grenade right between them so it hits both of them.
Okay, so you're standing just outside the corral, so they haven't noticed that you're coming in yet, and you throw the grenade from there.
Is it a silent grenade?
What?
I asked if it was a silent grenade.
No, it sounds like a very loud grenade.
See, that's gonna stop the fight.
You know what?
I bring the kaboom.
While he does that, I cast silence in that spot.
Yeah, silence has a range, right?
It does.
60 feet or so of grenade range.
As long as it silences the.
Supposed to be a kaboom.
Oh, there's a kaboom, all right.
But only for them.
Only for them.
Oh yeah, 120 feet, no problem. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, it is past my bedtime.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. He cast silence, so you don't get to see the boom, but it does rip the guards apart. Gonna roll damage.
Yes, I am, because that's the fun part.
I forgot I could do that. That's actually really good when I have a boomstick over here.
Wow, that was good.
First two saving throws and then 5-9.
You rolled real good, huh?
Okay, on On 66, I did 32 damage.
Nice.
3 6s, 2 5s, and a 4.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That also blows the door off.
Okay.
So make an Arcana check.
Make an Arcana check now.
I'm looking around to see if there's anyone that's watching.
22.
Just inside the door, about 2 feet past the entrance, you see an incendiary cloud. Ash and fire.
Did you trigger a trap?
Incendiary cloud.
Yeah. Looks just like an incendiary cloud. You've seen them before. That's what they look like.
But looking around, anybody?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's kind of looking at the arena, and you didn't make any noise.
I don't have Dispel Magic.
I do.
Just run through it.
She says she does.
I think I do.
Okay, if you do, see if you can dispel that incendiary cloud.
Is it a trap? No?
It's just an incendiary cloud in the room
I
behind the
have
door.
dispel magic.
Alright, so now you guys hop the fence and run up the stairs?
Yes.
Alright, everybody make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Are you not good at those?
Perception check, perception check. Oh, fuck.
26.
Yeah.
10.
12! I can spare another rogue.
You notice that on the back of the shield that was formerly held by, well, it's still being held, but since his arm's not attached to his body, it really doesn't count. His arm laying on the ground. On the back of his shield, there's a little speech that's been pasted to the back. It seems to be relatively intact because the shield was facing the blast. And it says, hello, would-be assassins. As part of my contract, I need to inform you that the Balrog behind this door is named Gothmog, and I will now be backing away and offering no resistance as part of my contract to be raised from the dead tomorrow. But please take a second thought before you enter the barn, as it is extremely dangerous and you will find nothing of value, nothing worth your life anyway, on the back of his thing.
Why do I feel like I know this Balrog?
Oh, I don't know.
He sounds so familiar.
Gothmog?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Did he literally just have this planned out just in advance, just for anybody that...
Yeah, that's his job. His job is to stand at the door and go, don't go in there. Seriously, you don't want any of that. I'm not going to stop you. And now he got blown up, so...
He'll be resurrected. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be resurrected.
So dispel magic ain't gonna do jack shit.
Well, that'll work on the incendiary cloud, probably.
Oh wait, that's not Balrog?
What?
That's not Balrog?
No.
I don't want to deal with the Balrog.
Balrog is a demon.
Oh, how do I get... So, I'm guessing that's not the plane where Carl is.
No, that's probably a good guess.
So we need to go back to
That
plan
brings up the
C?
question, where the hell is he?
Well, I'm gonna find out. Do you guys want to jump in the hole?
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Hold on.
You trying walking through the door?
I'm gonna go entertain the troops, so they're gonna take me to that plane.
Entertain.
Are you gonna drop that silence so that you guys
But
talk
they
to each
told
other?
Yeah. Now we're just looking at each other, just talking.
Wait. Okay, what'd you say?
What'd you say again?
You can hear the roar of the incendiary cloud. I mean, it's a dull roar, but that's definitely real. It's hot.
What did you say, Brock?
But they told you to come to this barn, though.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get in the summoning circle and go to the other plane. Was my guess.
No, summoning circle is to summon things here.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a teleportation circle.
It's not.
Yeah. However,
There could be
They
one
could
inside the
always-
barn.
bitch.
Maybe the
You know
incinerator.
what? Fuck it. I'm gonna kill something now. Let's kill some Balrog.
May the Lord have mercy on our soul.
Are you going to attempt to dispel the incendiary cloud or just run in it?
Let's just spell it.
Sure, I'll just spell it.
Just Leroy Jenkins.
So, you roll a die and add your charisma modifier.
Oh, it's not good. Where's my charisma modifier? Oh, 9.
Yep, it didn't work.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Brock, you had a really good Arcana check there. You know incendiary cloud's a pretty beefy spell. She failed to dispel it.
Yeah.
It's an AoE, isn't it?
What? Incendiary cloud? It's a cloud, yeah.
You probably guess what I was thinking of for just a brief
Can we
moment.
dimension door past it?
You dimension door past the incendiary cloud. Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be an issue?
Yeah.
It can't come after us, right? It's not like.
No.
Just because I don't want to open up the book right now.
There's 2 feet between the portal and the cloud. So you can stand in there and dimension door.
What time is it though? Because I gotta meet them at midnight.
Yeah, it's only like 7. Oh, wait, did you say an hour? 8 o'clock.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. It's 7:45.
We got time.
Because you wanted to go in before any of the gladiators went back to the barn.
That's what you keep saying.
Or as few as the gladiators.
Yeah, but I remember they spent the first couple hours doing the fight against the rookies. Showcase
Right.
stuff. So there aren't any gladiators in there yet.
But accidents do happen.
Accidents do happen. One of the rookies might win.
Yeah.
In which case there would be a gladiator in the barn.
Precisely. Anyways, so because I know of this spell, even though I probably don't cast it myself, I don't have access to it, I would know how big this would be.
Yeah.
Based on that would allow me to dimension door past it.
Right. So you can tell it's about 2.5 feet from the door, and its total width would be 40 feet. It's 20-foot radius.
Okay. So based on that, I would step that 2 feet into the room.
So you can be
And
in
I
the
would,
right dimension.
Yeah, then I would do the dimension door. For me, that'll take me 40 feet past it.
So
And
when-
then Inara could take Silent with her, because she's medium sized.
Yeah, she's medium
I'm
sized.
just working.
Okay, then she could take Silent with her.
Just using up all my high level spells before we're even fighting something that I don't even know what the fuck. It sounds like a mammoth.
Mammoth? Gothmog sounds like a mammoth?
Yeah.
That's worse.
I know what a Balrog is from Lord of the
And we
Rings.
don't even
Imagine if
have,
you
and we don't
said-
even have Jeff or the sword with us. I don't
Imagine-
understand why we're doing this.
Imagine if you set a woolly mammoth on fire, but the fire didn't hurt the mammoth.
Yeah, I really don't understand why we're doing this. I don't know. What is this going to accomplish? I don't get it. We know that Carl is not in the same place as this Mothrock. Because he would have told me about the Mothrock to make himself look good.
Now.
What the fuck? It doesn't
No,
matter.
the Balrog's name is Mothrock.
I thought it was Gothrock.
It is Gothmog.
GM.
Gothbrog?
Gothmog. I have
Ayakoka.
it written right here. Balrog named Gothmog.
Ayakoka.
I don't know why she says that.
Anywho,
Because he was the one that did Chrysler and I GM. His initials.
God,
Huh?
Mog. So you're going to step through the portal and then cast Dimension Door on yourself?
yes.
And you're going to follow him?
I wasn't really, no.
I wasn't really looking forward to that.
I don't want to use my spell.
How wide is this thing, and how how big?
When you look, you notice that the incendiary cloud goes all the way to the what would be a wall inside, which does not match the outside. It's only 40 feet.
I'd rather try to spell magic again. It's only level 3.
Yeah, that's 40 feet. It's only that big.
How far back does it go, though? Just right there in front of the door?
It's 60 feet.
The incendiary cloud goes all the way to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can see is a 2.5 foot strip that's 40 feet long, and there's a cloud in front of you, and you can't see through the cloud. Okay. He knows that the cloud should be about 40 feet. So how far were you dimensioning, Dorian?
Right into the Bothrog.
About 40. I want to do the 45 feet, I guess would be.
So you come up here just on the other side.
Occupy. Yeah, because I have to occupy that.
And you figure there won't be anything standing right next to the cloud.
I'm trying to remember if this is the spell that if I'm within 5 feet of it, if it hurts me or not. If I
No,
move
you have to go in the cloud.
Okay, so yeah, so 45 feet,
That's
that
what
way
I'm
I'm
trying to
occupying a square safely out of the cloud itself.
Right, and you're telling them that you're doing that?
Yep,
Okay.
Let's see if he comes back.
telepathically, because it's silent
Right.
there now.
Yeah.
See if he comes back.
What? It's not silence because you can't cast spells if it's silent.
It's not silent.
Yeah, I can. I can do subtle spell.
Okay.
Well,
He dropped the silence, so you guys can
dropped
start.
silence.
But if
So
you
you're
go
gonna step
properly-
forward, and then where are you gonna dimension door to?
I'm gonna wait and see if he calls back.
You're gonna leave him in there alone with the goth mog?
Well, if he comes back.
Just leave him in there with the goth mom. Stunning strike. Stunning strike.
You went 45 feet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 60.
Okay, so you're a little bit farther away.
You're gonna just pop right in its cullet. Just right there.
Yeah, we might. We might be riding a Gothmog.
We just might be.
We can ride. We might be riding him. Hold on tight with those legs.
Seriously.
It's all thigh work.
Lisa, you. Oh man. Do you have a ballroom figure? That would be so cool.
Yeah.
You don't.
Of
Yes.
course he does.
Yes.
I have to figure out where the bar is then. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So you go 15 feet in front of him, so you guys end up here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Because I have no idea how big this thing is. I probably should have gone further.
God, 3 people. 3 people.
Oh, fuck. He's a lot bigger than I thought.
Hell yeah.
He's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah. It's a proper demon.
Yeah, no, you went almost exactly the right thing. So you all end up within a second or two of each other on the other side of the cloud, and there's a Balrog sitting on a cushion reading a book.
Oh, I love it. What's the book?
And he goes, "It's an infernal," which I purposely told you
What
you
does it
could
say?
read.
Purposely made so I
What does it
couldn't.
say?
It says "The Early Days of the Blood War" is the title of the book.
Oh, I
And
read that. The ending's just depressing.
it's just depressing. And about 60 feet back, sitting on a cushion eating some berries. I don't know where he got berries. He eating bread.
You better not have fucking berries.
He's eating bread.
I just got motivation.
Is your buddy,
Carl?
Carl Newsmith. And everybody roll for initiative.
Balrog just sitting there reading a book. That's just great. I mean,
Yes! My alert feed comes into play!
You got to alert.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, that's not much better, but at least it's...
21.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
Sylvan's 21.
21.
What are you, Lester?
13.
I got 23.
Nope. And put Gothmog on 16. And put Carl on 15. After Lester. Oh no, before Lester. Sorry.
Gothmog's where?
16.
Carl gets to fight?
Well, hide mostly, but yes. He has to know when to hide. Carl with a Y.
Where's there for him to hide?
Can't real.
There's a lot of cushions.
Where is he?
15. All right. Then you guys actually,
Oh, God.
everybody's like, So it's actually the start of the round. So nobody's spent an action, even though you just cast a spell. It's the beginning of the next round. Everybody's shocked that A, there's a Balrog, and B, people
Why are we
have come through the
shocked?
cloud.
We were
Because
told that's what was
you
there.
just didn't know what it was.
Where's the Goth again?
16. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so what do you do, Nara?
I am going to take out my longbow. Will my walking arrow kill?
Yeah, does not any other damage and also knocks people down.
I'm gonna shoot between the Bothrog's legs at Carl
You're gonna try to shoot Carl.
and kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
Then you mention the fuck door out of here. I got a natural 20 on the die. Woo!
Suck his soul.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Ah, it's only a 5.
Oh, oh wow. Your arrow hits Carl right in the eye and he goes, "Hey buddy!" It's
Perfect! Perfect!
So he is KIA.
yeah.
We can get the fuck out of here.
We have no other reason to be here.
No other reason to be here. Oh!
And what else are you doing?
Well, I can't dimension door out.
No, because you already used your action to shoot a bow. I think you have 2 shots though.
I do. I guess
Shoot
I
the
better
Balrog
shoot
in the eye.
Yeah, going for the Balrog, I guess. Bothrog.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't the Balrog, wasn't he nice? Like, he's like, hey.
He was. Maybe I should talk to him.
Well, now you killed Carl. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, that's probably true. So it's 23.
26 definitely hit.
Alright, so it's a D8.
And we're using a walloping arrow on him?
Yeah. That's a D8, right?
You don't have to roll, but.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
Alright, I'm gonna count the walloping arrow as magical, so it does damage him.
So it's plus 5, right? Or is it plus 10? With the Walper. It's a longbow, it's plus 5.
Yeah.
8.
8 damage.
Yeah.
8 damage, okay. Yeah, 8 damage. The walloping does not knock him down. He looks way, way too strong for that sort of thing.
Okay.
But he does take 8 damage.
I hear that's a really good book.
And then it's Silent's turn.
God. Nothing personal. for you.
Right, I know, it's like, we really got one fight to do. We just need to get Carl. We just...
Can we talk emotions.
calm emotions right now. Okay.
Right? Calm emotions. Teleport back out.
Exactly. It's like, if only I could do 2 spells.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hit him. And what else am I
Can you
gonna
make
do?
us all invisible?
I cannot. I cannot.
How about pass without trace? Is it too late?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, the only thing I could cast is darkness, but if
You
I
can
had
probably
to
see.
guess, you could probably see in
Yeah.
darkness.
Yeah,
If I
probably.
had to guess. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead.
Wherever that is.
And throw a d20 at him. No.
So I do not have advantage, nothing else like that. It's just a normal straight roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a 14 on the first roll.
that is a miss.
Second roll, 26.
That's a hit.
I will go ahead and roll the damage for. Oh yeah, that is next.
I think we're just annoying him at this point.
Yeah, 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
It's like he's
But that's not a magic arrow.
Oh, this is my dagger. My dagger's magical.
Oh, we were like 10 feet away. Did you step over there? I stepped over there and stabbed him with my dagger.
Yeah.
And you said 7 points damage.
7 points of damage, yeah.
And it is magic.
And then I'm just gonna go ahead and follow up with a Should I?
very small.
No, Fury Blows.
Flurry.
Flurry Blows.
Oh,
I'll do Flurry Blows, and then one of them will also be a Stunning Strike.
Okay.
I feel like we're on a cartoon.
So here's both rolls.
Yeah, all four of them hits. It's a stunning strike.
2's a miss, and then 21.
21's a hit.
Okay, 21's a hit.
There you go.
And that's going to be...
And monk attacks are magical after like 6 levels or something.
Yeah. 8 points of damage, and then the saving throw. Which one is it again? Let's see. Con, I think. Is it?
Constitution.
Constitution, I think.
I believe it is.
I'll be the one to kill Carl.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but balrogs are really, really hot because they're pretty much made of fire.
Ouch.
So you took 17 fire damage.
Woo!
I knew it was
Should've
getting
known.
warm in here.
And then I have to do some kind of...
Oh, con 16.
Con 16. No, he passed. That did not seem to bother him at all. I got a 27.
No offense. Don't mind us.
You still have your other attack, but
We'll be out of your
No,
hair
you missed.
here in a
You
minute.
I missed with one. And then
oh, you missed one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go
Rolled a
ahead
2.
and
Okay.
take another step back.
And that would be an attack of opportunity.
I have, because I have the
Mobility feat?
mobile.
Right. No attack of opportunity.
Can you mention Doris out of here, Lester?
I can dimension door myself.
I mean, at this point, I think it's. I don't want to fight a Balrog. No.
Well, that's, I think, what we need to try to do is get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We've accomplished what we needed to accomplish.
Our job was not to fight a Balrog. As amazing and as fun as that would be.
So the Balrog steps forward.
Oh god.
And he hits Sonara with his big giant sword.
That's mean.
And he gets a 22. That hits, I assume.
Yeah.
And it's really, really big sword.
Oh boy.
And it does lightning damage.
Oh.
In addition to being a big sword, those
That's
are
a
like
lot of dice
complete.
roll.
So the wrong. This is 3 percentile less than 3d4. What I need is 6d8s. Half of it being slashing and half of it being piercing, but it doesn't matter for you. You're not like immune to lightning. So he gets 2, 24, 32 damage.
Okay.
Right back.
Wait, don't go anywhere. I gotta whip you.
Oh, you with me?
Yeah. He whips you and he gets a 19.
Well, shit. Even if I shield it, it's still gonna hit me.
Okay. Then make a DC 20 strength saving throw.
DC 20 strength?
Yeah, he's big.
How come I didn't get a saving throw?
Because he wasn't
I
trying to pull
failed.
you
I
across
got
the
a
room.
17.
Okay, that's close though.
Close, yeah.
And fire damage is normal for you? The whip does fire.
Yes.
18. That's 8. 26 damage between the fire and the slashing. And since you failed the saving throw, he sucks you over here right next to him with his whip.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
And then it's Lester's turn? No, it's Carl's turn. Oh, Carl's dead. Then it's Lester's turn. I knew Carl was dead. I just wanted to say.
Okay.
If you turn tail,
Moving forward 15 feet.
Move you forward 15 feet?
You're gonna.
Did he?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm calculating.
He pulled you right up next to him, yeah.
Yeah. All right then.
Gentlemen, you're holding
Then I'm
back.
gonna say, laters. Make the door out.
And you're going to dimension door back to the narrow space between the door and the incendiary cloud?
Yes.
And then run?
Yes.
He just left us.
You did. That's okay, you're next. And then it's Anara's turn.
I grab his
Alright,
hand
now I'll
and
be
dimension
right
door
back.
out.
Okay. How far do you dimension door?
I didn't dimension door up to 500 feet. Oh.
No, you can't because there's the edge of the world is right there. So you have to do it exactly right, 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
like I said, nothing personal, bye.
Love the book!
Okay, you have to make a dex saving throw to make sure that you're on that side of the incendiary cloud though.
I do.
Yeah, she knows where she was going, but you're just like going for the ride. I imagine you'll make it. You just need 15.
Let's see what I do. 16.
Oh, you're good. Yep.
And we're
You
gonna
both land outside the fire and you take off running.
book it to the sea trans.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not anywhere near midnight, right?
No, that took took 12 seconds or so.
Good! Let's get the fuck out of here!
There you go.
And you guys run for the sea trains.
Yes!
People actually start to notice now, though.
Ah, shit.
And they're all pointing at you. Hey!
Alright, so we're nonchalantly walking to the sea trans.
And the Balrog
Trace
is
on everybody.
the Balrog is standing at the door.
Of the sea
Looking up.
trans.
No, of the.
Oh, we can't get out?
Well, no, he could, but he's in that one too.
Oh.
Yeah, but the fire doesn't hurt him, so he just stands there and roars.
Like I
That's
said,
why everybody starts pointing,
Oh, they're just pointing at that him.
Yeah.
Oh, not at us.
and you running out the door.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Cast silence where he is.
Yeah, is there any way to make it so people aren't identifying us or anything?
I mean, I can do pass without a trace. Just to give us a +10 on our stealth rolls.
Sure. Well, we're not
Okay,
very
so-
stealthy.
So you guys are gonna run down the street and then duck into the single train.
There's an elf,
Sure.
a bunny woman, and a goblin.
What a
Yeah, we're
combo.
not inconspicuous at all.
Okay, you guys get the circle trends and you're in a hurry. And the guy's like, hey, the fights aren't any good? What's going on?
No, the amateur one, and it's chaos.
No kidding. Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty crazy up there when one of the amateurs wins.
Yeah, so we want to just.
All right, well, you guys
gonna.
gonna, I'm sorry that you had that experience though, but you guys will come back, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You know it.
And who's giving him money?
Me.
Here's
With a
the money.
tip.
Here's the money. Here's the money.
With a tip. Can we just take the express?
Yeah, you go straight to. He's confused. You go straight to Waterdeep. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, well. Let's go.
So you guys disappear to Waterdeep.
Yep.
All right, you're in the Waterdeep Circle Trans. What are you doing now?
We're going straight to our ship.
Oh, that's your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight to our ship.
Straight to your ship.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. what is the check that you do when a random thought pops into your head?
Random thought check?
Random thoughts?
How about investigation? Everybody make an investigation check.
Boy.
Okay.
Terrible.
15.
I got
One.
19.
Okay, Lester, and Dawn's on you first. How are you going to prove you killed Lester? I mean, not Lester, you're Lester. Carl. And then he turns to you and goes, hey, and you realize we have no proof that we killed Carl.
Carl is no longer. That's our proof. He won't return.
But he knows Carl could just be hiding out in the wilderness.
Nobody's gonna pay. We're gonna tell Margaret Carl's dead. Or whatever the fuck her name is. Marjorie, so she doesn't pay. If they try to charge.
And we'll just kill her.
Kill Marjorie? I said that in the beginning!
Kill her.
That was the thing I said to start with. Kill Marjorie! And he's like, what, you're lying me?
Killing Marjorie's not gonna do shit.
Marjorie pays the fucking bills!
She pays the bill.
The minute the bills aren't paid, the contract's nullified.
That is very true. I mean,
Which I said 4 hours ago.
I'm sure somebody would have paid me.
I was contracted to kill Carl Newsom.
You were contracted to show proof of the death of Carl Newsom, not necessarily to keep him dead.
Yeah, what are you going to show Zontra?
I will say to Zontra, Carl is dead. Unfortunately, we're not able to get proof as there is a Balrog. If you wish to have somebody cast Zone of Truth, please do so.
I mean, we have the contract. I mean, that's.
Yeah, we have the contract.
We do have the contract.
And we can't just get that super easily. Why would he just hand us the contract? Yeah. So, I mean.
It's not like we could dimension door and grab it. Dimension door out.
Man.
Does his body come back dead?
What?
Carl's body will come back dead.
No. Why would Carl's body come back then?
I mean.
So the proof of Carl's death is that he doesn't come back.
So he's on the same plane, right?
What?
Oh, he's on a different plane now.
He's on a different plane. He
I
has
was
to
gonna
die
say
on that plane forever.
He died on his plane. He's
Yeah, I was
dead.
gonna say if they wanted proof that he's dead, scry him, but they can't scry him if he's on a different plane.
Actually, I think he can try on a different plane.
Okay.
But also, he's dead.
There's like a
So he won't come up.
chance or something like that.
I'll just persuade him. I'm really good at persuading.
You're going to persuade Zontra
Yep.
with the contract and the story and his.
Yep.
You can zone the truth as if you want
Yep.
and convince.
And if he doesn't
Zontra.
pay us, I'm okay with that too. Carl is dead. That's all I need to take care of.
Yep, he's gone.
All right, you're gonna fly back to Zontra's planet and then let Nara try to convince him that that you should get paid.
Yes.
In fact, we're gonna convince him he can pay us double.
Yeah, we had to find a Balrog. Look at these
Because
birds.
Balrog,
Look at these
right?
It takes days. You'll be fine.
I had to agree to companion orcs. Do you know what that's gonna cost you, Zontra?
But did you actually companion?
It doesn't matter. It's part of my reputation now. You have to pay for that, Zontra.
All right, so you guys just booked it. You're gonna go ahead and try to
Right?
convince
I'm
Zontra
forever
to
gonna
pay.
be known for the companion that slept with all the orc gladiators. Whether I did or not, you know they're gonna say I did.
So go ahead and make your persuasion
Oh,
roll.
sorry.
It's quite difficult, but you got a shot.
Oh, fuck me.
Natural 20 would have been great, right?
It really would have, but I got the exact opposite of that.
No.
So I got a 13.
And Zontra just left.
Oh, I got a 14.
Which is quite a sight because, big beholder mouth. He goes, well, I appreciate you letting me know,
Silver
but
tongue.
without proof of life, I can't. Without proof of his death, I can't actually pay you.
Okay.
But at least I don't have to send anybody else over there.
That's
So
right. You
thanks
know
for
it's
that.
done. You're not sending anybody else, so I know you know, and I know you know.
Right.
So there we go.
Unless you want to deal with the Balrog, be my guest.
I'll pay you the 10,000, Lester, if you're that upset.
Damn, that was a good point. We didn't even grab anything off his body. We just. Damn.
We wanted to get the fuck out of there before we died.
Yeah, that was gonna happen too.
I mean, I don't even think we could have gotten to him to dimension door his body out with us. So, wait.
I'm going to point out that he did burn up the cushion he was sitting on when you guys attacked him.
Darn it.
Wasn't fireproof or anything.
The
So you're
Balrog.
sitting on a pile of ash to begin with.
I mean, I guess we could always go back and try to get proof if you guys really feel you need the money.
Drugs. Okay, so that's the end of the Carl Newsmith story.
Unless you want to go back and try to get proof of his death.
I'm still trying to find a sentence. He's got nobody on his space hulk that can cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, but he says the contract is for proof that he believes you. He completely believes that you killed him. But he says the contract says you have to prove it, and you can't, so I don't have to pay you. Well, he is a beholder. I mean, you know.
He's never gonna pay us.
Well, he was totally
He
gonna
would
pay you.
have paid us.
Just bring a head or something.
Absolutely would have paid us.
I'm gonna hand over the
Can we
contract.
do a minor
don't need it.
illusion of a head?
Hell no. It's a beholder.
Do you want to like turn into ash? That's how you turn into
You
ash.
might taste test it just to make sure.
You might.
Yep, tastes like a head. Okay, that's a good place to stop for tonight.
Yeah. We don't need that contract anymore, do we?
Oh, you better keep it just in
A whole
case.
bunch of role playing, just a couple minutes of combat. Sorry.
Should I hit stop?
I was gonna say Jeff is acting weird on the ship. You see him get up in the middle of the night, go through your pack, get some paper and a pen, and write another note, and fold it up, and go back to sleep with the paper in his hand.
What's it say?
We'll find out next session.
Or you just read it while he's
You can
asleep.
just do it next session.
Alright, we'll
Makes
do
it
it
more
next
dramatic that way.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, I'm hitting something, maybe. Maybe not.
This is episode 36.
Mm-hmm.